there at the end of the runway is Concorde 001 and into loose, let's join Raymond Baxter.
Just seconds to go.
Et maintenant, enfin, le premier vol.
110 tons of aircraft, all up weight there. The magic moment with us. The crescendo of sound from the 593 Olympics. Giro.
Ce premier vol que vous tous allez voir maintenant en direct.
45 knots, 90, 135. Nose come up to 20 degrees, she's airborne. She flies.
The Concorde was special. The quality of the work, the minds, the skill, the talent, the commitment that went into it, that's what really matters.
Over the last 27 years, Concorde has captured the imagination of people from all over the world. An extraordinary feat of engineering, a unique blend of power, grace, and beauty.
It's the first time I've ever been in the air. Never dreamt of going in because I'm retired.
Every single cell in my body is thrilled.
Words found me so incredible. It's a wonderful experience.
What are you going to tell your school friends when you get back to school on Monday?
Well, trying to find some way of getting them to believe me.
Good morning, sir. Morning. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to Concorde and our supersonic operation from London's Heathrow to New York's John F. Kennedy. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're through Mark 1, the speed of sound, no bumps, no bangs, Concorde.
There's the view of New York from the Tartan Beret Bridge, there's the Sydney Opera House, and there's Concorde, arguably the three most beautiful man-made sights in the world.
We have carried the Queen Mother, world leaders, stars. It has been an amazing magnet.
Phil Collins had dashed from the Wembley stage to Philadelphia by helicopter and Concorde.
It's good fun. I mean, only a fool such as I would do this.
For 27 years, British Airways Concorde has been a national symbol, a natural centerpiece for celebration.
Few hundred feet over the heads of 1 million people, maybe more. Concorde and the red arrows fill the sky.
We flew down the Mall and you could see Her Majesty standing on the balcony. I've never seen 1 million people before, let alone them all looking up and waving and cheering for Concorde.
She's brought cities together, brought people closer, and reminded us all that we can do extraordinary things.
You kind of think, oh, I wonder who might be on Concorde, maybe a famous film star who's just signed a contract in New York or something.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is an absolute star, so glamorous, so Hollywood. Paul McCartney's probably everyone's favourite. He will say hello and he remembers us. Oh, Richard Gere. I've loved him since I was about 5.
You can always recognise it, and it looks like a swan. You know, when swans fly, it looks like a swan with the shape of its neck.
It's the most brilliant example of far-sighted designers, thought ahead and kept a lead for half a century.
No matter how many times you fly, there still is that amazing, exciting sensation when you take off.
Every day is a thrill. By the time the passengers come on board, the air is absolutely charged with excitement.
Speedboat Concorde 1, you're clear for takeoff. 27 left, surface wind, 240 at 10. Speedboat Concorde 1, roger, clear for takeoff, 27 left.
It's a thrill. It's the nearest thing I'll ever feel to a rocket.
Power starts to bite, push back into your seat.
Gear speed's building.
You're concentrating like mad.
60 knots.
The noise takes over.
100 knots. That's it.
Heart starts to pound a bit.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive climb. 27 years, she has been our flagship, and her inspiration will stay with us as we take our standards of service still higher and higher.
Hey, what's up guys? Good evening and welcome everybody. Welcome to Concorde and our supersonic operation from Tokyo Narita out to, we're going to Hong Kong guys, we're going to Kai Tak. So welcome everybody, welcome. This is going to be a good one. I've done this before, last year. It's a nice challenging approach into Kai Tak, should be an interesting one. Fingers crossed this goes well. It's been a long time since I've done it. I think we're going to watch the replay of our landing coming into here last year so that I can make sure that I'm familiar with what we're doing. I do have the charts and everything sorted, so we're hoping that it is going to be a good one. So I'm just getting the aircraft set up. I should already have all this done. Sorry guys, should already have all this done. Good to see the members of the Captain's Club. Danny boy has decided to steal my fucking call sign. Explain yourself, Danny. Why are you using my call sign, son? Fucking guy wouldn't even know how to fucking taxi Concorde without this guy. The least he could do is give me my goddamn call sign. I'm losing more and more respect for you every day, Danny. My young lady Katie has hosted. Oh my god, good to see you, Katie. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen you. I hope you are well. Hope you enjoyed Sam's stream. Had a lot of fun watching Sam do his 24-hour stream the other day. He done well. He done very, very well. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did. I was lurking on your you were doing RNAV approaches the other day and failures and things. I was lurking away. Good to see you, Katie. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome to all Katie's fan base. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Concorde. We're going to be heading out from Tokyo. We're going to Kai Tak, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost 2,000 miles, 1,872 track miles. Good to see you, Katie. So yeah, this will be the second time that we've done it. I did it last year. I've only done it once before. It was pretty challenging. It was pretty challenging, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to getting my teeth stuck back into this. We're not doing it in the real time. I decided to do it during the day. Doing the Kai Tak approach is hard enough as it is. So yeah, this should be an interesting one, guys. Hello everybody, join us on Twitch. Sorry, a lot of messages coming in. Good to see everybody. Welcome on board. Good to see the members of the Captain's Club on YouTube. Welcome, guys. Fearless, Anthony Cole, Jack, NSA, Ben Parson, Cutlass is in the house. What's up, Blaze? Welcome along. Hello to the other Jacks and to Lucy. Good to see you, young lady. Julian, Jaden, Suggle, the famous Concorde. What's up, guys? Welcome on board. Hello to Yellow Fox. Beautiful starting video. Thank you very much. It's actually an internal British Airways video from many moons ago. I always like to start the stream with it, and it puts us in the right frame of mind, guys. Puts us in the right mood. So we're on VATSIM. We're hitting up that Asian persuasion though. So we're on the other side of the world right now. On VATSIM. There's not any ATC online in this area, unfortunately, so it looks like we'll be going out on Unicom. Not anticipating to get any ATC coming into Kai Tak either, guys, unfortunately. The first time I flew into Kai Tak, there was a special VATSIM event that happened, so we had a full ATC all the way in, so I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to get that this time, so we'll see how it goes. Hey to Darren and Ollie, welcome along. Good to see you, Russell Campbell, as well. Hey, what's up to Bread? Let's get started, guys. Let's get on board. I've got all my charts and everything up here on my second monitor, so let's get ready to rumble. I'm just checking the 8. Oh, actually, I take that back, guys. Hong Kong Centre is online. He's been online for 2 hours, though, so I don't think he's going to be online by the time that we get there, but we'll see how it goes. Flight time is going to be about 2 hours, so we'll see if we can maybe get there in time to catch this young man. Right, first of all, what we'll do is get the, we have confirmed that the air cart is on and everything. We have that. We can see that below the aircraft. We have the ground power unit, sorry, the ground power unit and the air cart are all plugged in and ready to go. Excuse me. So we'll go ahead and take the ground power switch on and we'll get the batteries on. And all these lights basically just mean that the engineering panel is running through its bit test. And I'll get the oxygen switch. In fact, equipment bay cooling switches need to come on first. Get that done. oxygen switch, and our INS 1, 2 and 3. I'll get P-Way 1 up and set. And we'll take our, normally we get our position from the charts, but the Collimata Concorde actually gives us our initial position from either one of our free INS systems. So we'll just take it from here. So we are north 35456 and it is east 140230. 140230 is checked. We can go ahead and take an alignment from this. A line on 1, a line on 2, and a line on 3. Right, so the INS alignment is happening, guys. What we'll do is we'll get some more INS data into the aircraft just while we're waiting for this alignment to happen. We can only load 9 waypoints at a time in Concorde. Luckily, there's actually only 9 waypoints on this route. I'll show you the charts as we get a little bit closer. I'll show you the approach charts and things that we're going to be doing. We'll cover that once we get into the cruise portion of the flight. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and put in the first 9 waypoints for our flight today. The first waypoint is Ligny, Lima, India, Golf, November, India, and that is north 34418, east 14029er. Waypoint 2 is out to Samos, 33503, checked, east 140131. Waypoint 3 is Gulag, 32526, east 138100. Waypoint 4 is now Bexag, Bravo India X-Ray Alpha, Kilo 27528, east 133083. Waypoint 5 is Saxon, 24073, east 126419. Waypoint 6 is Dorex, 21000, east 120, that's not a 4, bro, east 120470. Waypoint 7 is Noman, 2000, and it's going to be east 116403, and I've completely messed up this next one, 22132, and for some reason I've got as east 1.8, so I'm going to take a gamble and put that in as 1, it must just be 1.8 then. Surely it's not 1.8, Maverick, surely not, it must be that one. It can't be that either. Alright, we may have to come back to this one, guys. Let's have a think about this. What could this possibly be? I've written it down as east 1.8, which is completely useless. That makes no sense to anyone. Alright, we're going to come back to waypoint 8, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's just crashed again! Yep, alright, guys. It just crashed. Sorry, bear with me a second. Bear with me. If you put a wrong INS coordinate into the SIVA system, unfortunately that does happen from time to time. So just bear with me for a couple of minutes, guys. I'm going to have to restart the goddamn game. Just bear with me. Sorry about this. Oh, we're off to a terrible start. Squash is here. Good to see you, Squash. Hey, Carl's in the house as well. Good to see you, Carl. Welcome on board, sir. Yeah, Squash flew to Kai Tak the other day and didn't stream the landing. What's that all about, Squash? Flew all the way to Kai Tak and didn't stream the landing, sir. Explain yourself.
Pilot ready. Engineering ready. Fuel trim 2, ground.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. There is a bit of an issue with the SIVA system. It's not a Concorde issue per se, it's more of a Philips SIVA add-on problem where if you put in some information that it really doesn't like, it freaks out and crashes the game, unfortunately. So sorry about that. We're off to a really bad start. Got my call sign stolen by some fucking buster and put in the wrong coordinates and crashed the game. God damn it. Alright, fuel manager, we need about 65 tons. I watched the flight from the last time just very quick. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just checked how much fuel I took the last time. Last time I went with 70 tons. But that was because we were flying in a VATSIM event and we had lots of fuel to hold. So we're going to go with about 65 this time. We're going to take only a handful of passengers just so we can get the aircraft weight as low as possible for us coming into land, so our VREF will be as low as possible. Payload manager, we'll take 15 VIPs. My man Fearless can come on board's a VIP. My man Carl's on board's a VIP. Aircraft, doors and ground, GPU. Alright. We'll make sure that these are off. Seatbelt signs and no smoking signs. Right, where were we? We had the ground power on, batteries on again. Oxygen. INS. 1, 2, 3. North 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, west. That's east, you moron. East 140230. Checked. 140230. Alright, we can take an alignment from this. A line on 1, a line on 2, and a line on 3. Right, let's get this nav back in again. Nav. It's not Mav, it's Nav. Right, quickly as possible, Maverick. Let's go, go, go. Alright, for Ligny 34418, East 140269er. Waypoint 2 is Samars 33503, East 140131. Make sure the first one was East. It was indeed. Waypoint 3, Gulag 32526, East 138100. Waypoint 4 is Bixac 27528, East 133083. Saxon 24073, East 126419. 6 is Dorex 21000, East 120470. 7 is No Man 2000 again, and it's East 116403. Checked. Alright, I'm going to leave waypoint 8 and waypoint 9. We'll get those when we are in the air. I'm going to have to get that information from a website to find out what the latitude and longitude is of that waypoint that we put in the last time, and it messed up the... Why are the stairs not showing? The stairs are supposed to be connected. The door's open. Alright, never mind. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Alright, seatbelt signs and no smoking signs are set. We need the flight control inverters to off. Hop in the back. Set that to normal. And I'll pop these up. Make sure that the air data computers are on. I'll go ahead and move my seat back so I can see the radios. Shout out to my man One Flew Over, thanks for the new sub badges on Twitch. They look fantastic. 2200, and the transponder is on. Get some lights sorted out the front here. So yeah, so it's a bit of an interesting situation. I don't know if any of you guys seen me land Concorde in Kai Tak last time. We did this last year. Because the airport hasn't been used for a very long time, there's some different conflicts that we get with the scenery. So there's some very high-rise buildings in Hong Kong now that weren't there when Kai Tak was in use. So we have to go very, very close to another a high-rise building as we're coming in on approach. So I need to be extra careful that I don't smack into that building. Make sure that if the visibility is pretty poor, that I stay right on the localizer, because shit's going to get real fast. In fact, while we're waiting on the INS update, what we could actually probably do is just have a quick look at the arrival from last year. If you bear with. Concorde, Saitek, Maverick. Right, there's a full flight. We don't want a full flight, we'll just take the highlights from the landing. Alright, just while we're waiting on this INS updating, guys, we'll have a quick watch of this. Hold on a sec. What is it? 9. So this is us just leaving the the hold.
088 radial.
Oh my god, bro, it's happening. It's really going to happen, dude. It's really going to happen. Oh no. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. My hands are shaking. Alright, gear down.
Gear coming down.
Tower, good evening. Speedbird Concorde 1 on the IGS, 12 miles.
Speedbird Concorde 1, 15 approach.
Speedbird 1, continue. The wind is 15 knots from the south. We are way high.
The approach is definitely possible, Carl. I've already done it, bro. I've already done it, dude.
Oh, my voice is cracking and everything, guys. I'm terrified. I'll be fine, bro. I'll land on boats. Put jets on boats, dude.
You just have to be very precise.
Jets on boats.
Cathay 692, Jennifer. Cathay 692 for the ground, 121.6. Bye-bye. Respect, Speedbird Concorde 1, reduce speed, 180.
Speedbird 1.
Oh, right, yeah, in real life, no, yeah. I don't think I think the runway is actually, it's a storage place now. I think it's like there's lots of shipping containers on it, I think.
Localizers all over the place, bro. Glide slope's looking okay. There's lots of buildings in front of us, guys.
So this was as part of a VATSIM event. This was a VATSIM flying event in Hong Kong last year. So there was a lot of stress.
There's a lot of buildings in front of us, guys. Where's the fucking runway? Where is the fucking runway, guys? Alright, we'll take 170 now. Alright, don't fuck the runway, bro. Just fly the fucking...
Look how fat I was.
08 set. We're good on the glide slope.
Hey, Helipilot, thanks for the raid, brother. Welcome to the Helipilot, guys.
What is the wind? The wind's only 13 knots.
We're just waiting on our INS alignment. So we're watching our Saitek landing from last year.
I don't see anything, dude. I just see a lot of tall buildings, guys. I don't see anything. I don't see the checkerboard. I don't see lights. I don't see a runway. I don't see an airport. I see a lot of really tall buildings, guys. And the localizer wants me to come left, straight towards them.
Flight time's going to be about 2 hours after
that. I can feel my heart beating through my chest like fuck. Dude, we're heading straight towards that building. This is not a terror attack, Hong Kong.
Fuck you, Aftermath. You're the one with a strange accent, bro.
Oh, I'm starting to get dizzy. My heart's going that fast. Dude, it says I'm high.
Did it end well? That's Helipilot.
Bro, how close do you want me to get to this?
We nailed it.
How close have I got to get to these buildings? Holy fuck! Dude, look how high it says I am on a glide slope, bro. There's no way I'm going lower.
So this is the problem where, like in real world, these buildings are here now, but when Saitek was actually in use, these high-rise buildings weren't there, which is why I'm second-guessing the glide slope at this point.
This scenery must not be set up wrong. Look at that! There's fucking people there, dude! Holy shit! There's that checkerboard in front, dude. This is fucking crazy, bro. I'm gonna fly between these fucking buildings! Oh, my heart, bro. My poor heart can't take this. My poor heart can... Where is the runway?
Continue approach, number 2.
Where is the fucking... Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the checkerboard right in front of us, dude. Fucking hell, bro. Alright, let's go. Power, 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 power. Don't let it happen, bro. Don't let it happen, Maverick. Not live on stream, bro. Not live on stream. We're a little high. Work that down. I've landed on a boat before, guys. I can do this. Power, power, power. We're a little high.
300.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Roll it out. We're a little early there. That's okay. The wind's pushing us to the left. That's fine.
200.
Fly the lights. We are way high. We're way high. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
100.
Keep coming.
Retard.
Not yet. Not yet.
30.
40.
40.
20.
20. Reverser deployed.
Oh.
10.
Down. Wait. Power of fucking hell!
Yeah, that's not how it works, Aftermath.
Why is the nose coming up? Alright, we're down. We're down. Holy shit. I panicked. I took the reverser in the air, guys. I took the reverser in the air. I panicked. I don't know why I did that.
19 Sierra, continue approach, expectedly landing clearance. Continue approach,
memories, memories, guys. Fond memories, fond memories. Look how fat I was. Right. Hopefully I'll be able to replicate that. So that's a semi-safe arrival, guys. Fingers crossed, that's what we're shooting for. Right, let's get a weather report for where we are at the moment. .metar RG Alpha Alpha. Right, the winds are 360 at 6. Broken at 500. The outside air temperature is 2 degrees. Dew points minus 6. The QNH is 1028. There is no significant weather to report. 1028. 1028. Right, let's get AFCS set up on the top here. Why have I got 95 tons of fuel when I asked for 65 tons? God damn you. Fuel manager 60. Alright, 65 set. Make sure that didn't clear the did indeed. Yeah, need all this. Need all this. Right, how are we doing for this INS alignment? We have a green ready nav light. The code is 5. We have 3 ready nav lights up on the aircraft as well, so we can go for nav on 1. Nav on 1. Nav on 2 and nav on 3. Alright guys, we are pretty much ready to start the engine, so we're going to go and get the aircraft ready to push back. Let's do a shut. Hey Henrik, welcome along. I just want to quickly give a shout out to my bros and sisters. Nearly said hoes there, oh my god. To my brothers and sisters that are watching on YouTube. And to anybody that's watching the channel on Twitch that's not already subscribed or follow these guys, make sure you give Helipilot a little follow. I'll post a link in the stream. Also Katie Pilot as well. Both real world aviators, guys. We have Katie, who is a real world Airbus pilot. She's a real world Airbus FO. And we have Helipilot EGLW, who is a helicopter pilot in real life, guys. So they've got that real world swag. There is the links, guys. Make sure you click on these channels and give them some follow love. Make sure you check them out. Fantastic streamers, both very talented young people. Fantastic looking young people as well. I'm not even sure which one I would do first. Right, let's get back to this. Let's get the push pre-planned here. Pre-plan that push. Right, the winds are 360, so we are going to be using runway. It should be the other way. It should be this one.
Round to cockpit, plan, acknowledge.
Hey Fabio,
call me through the menu when you are ready.
Right, quick look at the airport that we're departing from. Romeo Juliet Alpha Alpha. Oh, there's a lot of information from here for here. Taxi routes. Damn! It's a complicated place. They actually do simultaneous approaches here. They must have more than 1,000 feet. Yeah, so we're going from 3-4 left, guys. So we definitely have pre-planned to push in the right direction. 13,100 feet of runway, more than enough. I'm pretty sure that's longer than, excuse me, that's longer than London Heathrow. So we're not going to be anywhere near our maximum takeoff weight either. Pre-plan that push, start push.
Ground to cockpit, tow is
hey,
driving.
Merrick, good to see you, sir. Good to see you, my friend. Right, before we get this done, we'll get the pitch index set to 13 degrees, 12.5 degrees. Set, make sure that the bugs are set. Instrument transfer switches are all set to the captain side. The rad INS switch is set. We'll get 250 dialed in up top. 10,000 initially set, that's fine. We are heading south after departure. So it's going to be a left-hand turn heading 180 for noise abatement. We'll try and get out over the water as fast as we can. Just show you on the map where we are. So we're taking off from Tokyo. There's a lot of squiggly lines out there, guys. But I'll probably bring it out 130, 140 to try and get out over the water as quick as we can, and then we can start going, dialing down the noise.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Good amount of power on the aircraft. 140 will do. We are ready for push. Right. What I'll do is I'll pop the anti-collision and nav lights on. Make sure that these are off. The flight control inverters are off. We have the seatbelt and no smoking sign set. Throttle masters can go to main for engine start. Alright, we're ready to start our engines, guys. We'll get the air bleed control valves open for all 4 engines. The cross bleed valves open for all 4 engines. Make sure that the yellow hydraulic system is on. The safety pins are set. And the ground hydraulics are also on. All checked. We'll take the debo switches on for all 4 engines. And we'll take the starter for engine number 2 first today. Oh, didn't make it.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Something's went horribly wrong. Hold on a second. I'll put the fuel pumps on. Fuel pump for engine 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, N2 is building. We're looking for 12% from N2. And we have it. We can take the fuel now. Engine number 2 is sitting in our debo position. We have not restarted the engine within the last 4 hours, so we don't need to hold that debo. So we'll go ahead and release the debo switch, return the starter switch back to normal as well, and she'll come up to her ground idle of 67% N2. We are on VATSIM, guys, yeah. We're always on VATSIM. Alright, we have 66, 67. Okay, so engine number 2 is up. We can go ahead and turn the hydraulics on. Safety pin, electrical generator for engine number 2. We'll turn the air bleed off, the cross bleed off, and turn the air conditioning valve on for engine number 2. And we'll go ahead and take the starter now for engine number 3. And same deal, we're looking for 12% from N2. We have it. Here comes the high pressure fuel. She should be at debo, and she is. We'll go ahead and release the debo switch, return the starter switch to normal, and engine number 2 will come up to her ground idle. And then we'll be generating enough electrical power on our own and enough air pressure on our own to start the remaining 2 engines without any support from the ground. Alright, engine number 3 is up, so we'll take the air pack on, air bleed off, cross bleed off, and the hydraulics are on and safety pins in and locked. And we'll take the electrical generator on for engine number 3. Now, like I said, we're generating enough power now. We don't need any support from the ground, so we'll go ahead and trip the ground power. The ground hydraulics will trip out at the same time. Ground hydraulic check out yellow, yellow and off. We'll ask the ground crew to take away the air cart and the ground power unit and the stairs. They can all go. And we are ready for push. We'll go ahead and release the parking brake.
Starting pushback.
we have enough hydraulic pressure, we can lower the visor. And we can take the starter for engine number 1. Same deal as the first 2 engines that we started. We're looking for 12%. We have it. Here comes the fuel. Thanks, Carl. You keep those busters in check, brother. Engine number 1 should be good to go. Releases the start switch back to normal, and engine number 1 is coming up. Hello to everybody. Sorry if I've not said hello to you guys. There's a lot of people throwing chat at me. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, guys, so unfortunately I can't read all the chat, I'm afraid. But I'm happy for you to be here. If you're happy to be here, I'm happy for you to be here. Welcome along, guys.
Operation
Good to see you.
complete. Set parking brake.
Right, parking brake to set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine number 1 is up. Air pack on. Air bleed off. Cross bleed off. Hydraulics can come on. Safety pin set. Electrical generator for 1. We'll take the starter for 4. And same deal. We're looking for 12%. We have it. Here comes the fuel. This thing isn't working. A million things to do. Stream overlay. Disconnect. Right, Fly Live Studio, we'll get this fixed. Boom. There we go.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thanks for your help, sir. Alright, engine number 4 is good to go. We'll release the debo switch. Start switch can go back to normal. And engine 4 will come up to 67%. Hey, Dusty Ballsack, for fuck's sake, what a name. It amazes me how one person can fly Concorde when in real. Thanks, big dog. Alright, 67% we have for engine number 4. So aircon pack on, air bleed off, cross bleed off, hydraulics on, safety pin set, and the electrical generator. We now have all the hydraulic systems up and running. The green, the yellow, the blue system are all up and running, and confirm that we have positive pressure in all 3 systems. We have all 4 electrical generators running. All 4 gearboxes are confirming that they are generating power. The ground power has been tripped. We can go ahead now and take the SSB switch from open to close. Set the emergency generator to ground power bypass, so if we have any electrical emergency on the aircraft is not going to be looking for electrical power from the ground, but instead of it's our own mechanical electrical generator. Check that the batteries are both on and delivering power. They are checked. We have enough electrical power on our own that we can turn on the shed galley generators 1 and 3, 2 and 4. We can also have the water heater back in the cabin on for our cups of coffee. Make sure that the oxygen switch has been double checked. We'll now come up to the top of this panel, check that all 4 air bleed control valves are off, all 4 cross bleed valves are off, the air conditioning packs are all on for all 4 engines. The equipment bay coolant switches are on and set. The outlet valves for tanks 9 and 10 are set to auto. The D-air pump for tanks 9 and 10 is on. We don't require the D-air pumps for 5A and 7A because we have no fuel in there at this time. 5, 7, 8 and 6 are on with the correct fuel setting and the D-air pumps are selected. We can go ahead and turn the inlet valve for tank 11 to auto, and the D-air pump for tank 11 can come on there as well. We'll turn the remaining fuel pumps on for engine 1, 2, 3 and 4 and check that we have the correct fuel amount. 64.5 is currently set. Cabin pressurisation is set to 5,000 feet and it looks like we have that now as well. Ground hydraulic checkout, yellow, yellow and off. Brake fans to on. Engine control schedule from normal to flyover. That'll minimise our noise on departure while giving us the best rate of climb. We'll take the fuel heaters to auto, secondary air doors to auto, and the engine restart valves are checked to shut. The engine number 4 N1 limiter is set to 88%. The doors are closed with no flags. INS 1, 2 and 3 is all up and running with no errors. We'll come to the front of the aircraft now and check that both air data computers are on. We're squawking 2200 with the transponder on standby. The VBugs are set. The instrument transfer switches are set to the captain's side. Rad INS switch is set to rad. Our radalt warning is set to 20 feet. We have AFCS all set, 250, 140, 10,000. We'll come up top and make sure that the engine rating mode is set to takeoff. The auto throttles are on, the auto ignition switches are on. We'll cycle the throttle masters from main to alternate and then back to main again. We'll check the seatbelt signs, no smoking signs, anti-collision nav lights are on, pressure static heaters and ADS engine probe heaters are on, engine anti-ice is not required for departure. We'll go ahead and take the master CBs into position and we'll check that flight control inverters are on with the safety pins in and set, checked. We'll take the flight control augmentators, we'll select the blue system, blue, blue and blue. The anti-stall system is on. We'll make sure the visor de-mist and de-ice is set to on and we'll check that master warning. Check our horn. Looking good, feeling good. Right, I'll take taxi lights on now and the nose to 5. Stop stealing my fucking call sign, Danny. Fucking punk. Right, let's go. Right, make sure that we have throttles and they're not set to collective. Pop the little bit of power in, release the brakes. First thing I'll do is check the brakes work. Brakes work, nose wheel left, nose wheel right. Let's go to Hong Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Master warnings recalled, there's nothing there inhibited. I'm kind of quiet watching that, hold on a second. I think my mic's all the way, my mic's up as loud as it can go, bro. It's the first time anyone in my life has told me that I'm quiet. Alex says, God damn it, I love the pre-taxi and horn check. Always got to make sure the horn works, bro. Check that oxygen switch. Says, good to see you, Woozle, by the way. Welcome to the queue as well. We've already double checked the oxygen switch, so we'll go ahead and triple check that oxygen switch. And just because Woozle's in here, we'll go ahead and quadruple check that oxygen switch. We are all good, guys. We're all good. Alright, looks like we're taking a right here and then all the way down to the end. We don't really require full runway length, but we're going to take it for safety. Cabin pressure is about 5 to 5,500 feet, Reaper, is what the standard cabin pressure is. I think that's pretty much around about the ballpark for subsonic aircraft as well. They're normally pressurised to between 5,000 and 6,000 feet. Show them your console thigh gap, says Carl. That's a great shout, sir. So as many of you know, we've talked about this before in the stream many times as well. When Concorde flies, she flies so fast that the aircraft actually heats up. The friction of the air molecules moving down the aircraft causes so much friction and heat that the aircraft actually expands in flight. And one of the few places on the aircraft that you can see that is right here. You'll see that right now there's no gap here. You see that this equipment, this is where a lot of our, I'm not taxiing off the taxiway, a lot of our electronics are up here in the front that are stored in this cabinet. You'll see that this cabinet is actually touching the engineer panel here. once we get airborne and we start moving past the speed of sound, the aircraft gets warmer and warmer. That gap will actually increase to about that much by the time we get to Mach 2, and you'll actually be able to put your hand in there. And then when we slow the aircraft back down again, that gap will then close up. So fun facts, guys, fun facts. Altimeter is 1028. Go ahead and cross check that. We have it set and cross check to 1028. Hey, what's up, Beef, you fucking buster? Good to see you. Are the game sounds louder than normal? I think so, dude, because we're flying on Arma, so I needed to adjust the sound. So I think that's going to be a bit more reasonable now, Beef. Good to see you, sir. I hope you're well, my friend. I've got my 104 t-shirt here somewhere. Just in case any of you goddamn busters turn up midstream. Welcome. Right, we pushed back with about 65 tons of fuel. We've burned just over a ton, 1.2 tons of fuel we've burned already, guys. There is no traffic anywhere near us as far as I can see. We do actually have an Air France inbound. He's at 35,000 feet right now though, so he's still a good way out. Go ahead and squawk mode Charlie for departure. Set. Right, that's the internet, so we'll check left and right before we get on the runway. Nobody coming in for landing. Nobody about to take off in front of me and kill me. Master warning has been recalled. There's nothing there inhibited. Okay, position and hold. Alright. Brakes on and set. Okay, takeoff monitor armed, reheats, primed, pretty much ready to go. Very quick paranoia check in the back. Hydraulics, electrics, fuel, cons, bleeds, crosses. The brake fan, brake temperatures are okay. Brake fans can come off now. We'll turn them back on in case if we abort the landing. Engine control schedule set to flyover. Secondary air doors are all. Fuel heaters are all. Engine recirc valves are shut. The engine number 4 limiter is set to 88%. Alright guys, here we go. Altimeter set. So it's going to be positive climb. We're coming left all the way around, heading 130. Here we go. Brakes release.
3, 2, 1, now.
Power. All 4 afterburners are lit. Quick look. Steer, Maverick, steer! That was a bad idea, guys.
Power set.
Power set, 100 knots, checked. Hand off the throttle. Quite a bumpy runway.
Rotate. V2.
We're up. Positive climb. Gear up. Turn.
Gear coming up.
240 knots. Pitch up to 18 degrees.
Gear up.
Gears up. 250 knots. Pitch up above 20 degrees now. We're waiting for noise. Rate of climb is fantastic.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, power's coming back off. Nose back down. 3,000 feet checked. 96. We have it. Okay, I'll ask the engineer to trim the fuel for flight.
Fuel trim 2. Flight.
Takeoff monitor reset. Bringing the aircraft all the way around for 140. 250 we have. Passing through 5,000 feet, 2% more now. 99% we have. Coming up for 6,000 feet. 6 checked. Go ahead and take the nose and the visor up now. Rolling out gently. Top in the clouds. We'll take the high speed. 7,000 feet. Full dry power now. And I'll now get some autopilots to help me out. Alright, talk to me. Talk to me. I'll set 28,000 feet here for the climb. Vertical speed. Prime the auto throttle. Right, coming up for 10,000 feet. It's coming up pretty quick. We're very, very light today, which is why our rate of climb is so fantabulous. Here comes 10. 10,000 feet. We'll reset the altimeter now before I forget about it. 1013. Now we're going through 10,000 in Mach 0.70. We'll recall the master warning. There's nothing there. Taxi lights can come off. 350 checked. Engine rating mode can go from takeoff to flight. We will hop in the... In fact, hold on a second. I can catch this. That one. We can hop in the back now. Take the engine control schedule from flyover back to normal. Check that the brake fans are off. Engine number 4 N1 limiter can go back to normal. We are transferring fuel aft. 5A and 7A are both off. I'm just going to reset my nav program. Just bear with me a little moment. Sorry if I'm missing anybody's questions or anything on chat, guys. I'm a little bit busy right now. Stuff. Navigraph. Okay, we're climbing away. I'm going to engage INS navigation in a little sec. Okay, should be good for INS nav now. So we'll go ahead and set that RAD INS switch to INS. We'll bring up our INS computer, select waypoint change 01 insert. I had a panic there, I thought I didn't put any navigation points in the aircraft. And she should start banking towards our waypoint 1, which she's doing nicely. Go ahead and increase the rate of climb a little bit.
Fuel status
60 tons checked. We can reset our rad alt to 200 feet for the minimums coming into Hong Kong. Coming up for flight level 150. Through flight level 150 now. We're going to reset waypoint change 01 insert. The aircraft should start rolling out on that heading. Should just be about to go feet wet. We are indeed just feet wet. We're going to climb just initially flight level 280, which is our optimum subsonic cruise when the aircraft's heavy. The aircraft's not too heavy today, but I'm still going to take flight level 280 just until we get out over our first waypoint, and then we'll use our first waypoint as our acceleration point, and we'll set the climb for flight level 600, and we'll start climbing to 60,000 feet. And we'll be blocking between flight level 500 and flight level 600 to maintain Mach 2. Toga, thanks for the raid, brother. Okay, we'll take seatbelt signs off now. Cross-check the altimeter to reset 1013. Check 290902. Boop. All checked.
20,000 feet.
Checked. Hey, the Q says, Maverick, I know you don't take requests, but any chance of just one departure replay as well as the landing replay? I will, yeah, if you remind me when we get back, brother, that's a good idea, because that would be quite cool to see the departure. So if you remind me, if you're still here at the end, brother, when we watch the replays, remind me, and what I'll do is we'll watch the takeoff replay first, and then we'll watch the landing replays. It's a good idea, Q. The reason why I don't do it more, brother, is just because of my computer has to reload all the terrain for Japan, or wherever it was we take off from. Alright, I'm going to dial down the rate of climb just so that we can try and keep a constant climb on so that we don't spend too much time. It'd be nice just to go straight through 280. 27 miles to the acceleration point. Should be subsonic cruising at about 95% the speed of sound, guys. Max 0.95 and what will be our subsonic cruise. Just coming up to 600 miles an hour. Passing flight level 240. Hey, TW Simulations has joined us on Twitch. Hello from Hong Kong Radar. Hello, my friend. I was just talking about you a little while ago. Hong Kong Centre's online. Is that you, Tim? Good to see you, Tim. I was just saying, I don't think we're going to arrive in time, sir. I see that you've already been online for an hour, so I don't think we're going to make it. We're going to go as fast as we can, my friend. We're going to go as fast as we can, but I don't think we'll make it in time. Do I print out checklists for... I actually have the real-world British Airways checklists. I know them off by heart now, so I don't really need to go through them, but they're very handy to have for when I stop flying Concorde to maybe fly some DCS jets for a while or some helicopters for a while, and I forget the checklist. So I always have them handy, but generally I sort of know them all. I know them all off by heart. I've flown the aircraft that long now that it's pretty much all recalled from memory at this stage. 2,000 to go. Coming up for Mach 0.93. Just hit it there. Okay, we should be well out over the water. Yeah, we are indeed, right. So we're just going to take the Mach 0.94 now. I'm going to set 60,000 feet up on AFCS here for our final cruise altitude. And we're just going to hop off the good foot and do the bad thing now, guys. So I will disengage the auto throttle. I will ask the aircraft to maintain vertical speed at the moment. We'll go full dry power. Select max climb from the AFCS. The aircraft will start pitching up. I'm going to fire in the afterburners now. We'll go for the outboards, firing, lit, and the inboards, firing and lit. We are already supersonic, guys. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, through the speed of sound already. We're at Mach 1.6, just passing through 31,000 feet. The wind is quite horrific up here. We've got quite a bit of drift. We're kind of crabbing through the air here a little bit. What is the wind sitch? Holy shit, son! 262. The wind is 158 miles an hour from 262 degrees. Holy fuck! No wonder our climb performance is so good. Alright, now that we're supersonic, I can turn off all the external heating on the aircraft. The pressure static heaters can go. Oh, the drain master heaters are not on there, checked. We can also turn off the de-mist and visor de-ice now. These pressure static heaters, what these are... That was a little bit too loud. So these pressure static heaters are pressure static sensors are these pads here, just underneath the doors. We have them on both sides of the aircraft. When we're flying subsonic, the upper altitudes, the aircraft gets very cold. and there's a potential for ice to form on the static sensors. So what we do is we have those pressure static heaters. It's basically just run electric current through there and keep these static sensors nice and warm so that we don't have any issues with icing. We also have our drain master heaters. They're always left on during the full duration of the flight, and what they do is they just heat the outlets on the wing, where so when people go to the toilet and they wash their hands, the water from the sinks, as that goes overboard the aircraft, oh look, there's the moon. As that goes over the aircraft, there is a danger that could frost up, especially when we're up at above like sort of 30,000 feet where it's minus 57 degrees. There's a big risk that we could have quite a lot of ice build up on the aircraft. So what we do is we have the drain master heaters on, which basically what they do is they heat the pipes that the water leaves the aircraft from, so that we don't have any ice build up and any problems in any backfill. We're up to Mach 1.5 now, which means we're through Mach 1.3, so we should see that our ramps are moving into position, and we can confirm on this gauge here that our ramps are moving into position to maintain the shockwave inside the engine intakes so that the engines only breathe subsonic air. And here is our intake pressure ratio error, and we always want that right in the middle. If that needle ever drifts into any of the orange bands in the left or right, that means that there's some kind of problem within the intake, and the pressure wave is not in the correct position, and therefore the engine is susceptible to stalling. The engines only on Concorde only like to breathe subsonic air, specifically about Mach 0.5. Reheats off, outboards, inboards. Right, so we are back on dry power, guys, already. Fucking hell, that didn't take long. Boom. So we don't need the afterburners now. We're through. You guys hear about max Q and stuff like that when they're doing the SpaceX launches. We are now through the part where it's no longer efficient for us to use the afterburners on the aircraft. We can just climb. The Concorde's engines are so powerful that we are through the period where the aerodynamic drag on the aircraft is past its highest point, and it's no longer fuel efficient for us to keep the afterburners going. We'd just be wasting fuel. Our range would be more than halved if we left them on, so we can now climb on dry power alone, and that's more than sufficient for us to get to 60,000 feet. We're rapidly approaching Mach 2 already. Like I said, the aircraft is very light. We normally have, when we do London to New York, we'll have about 80 or 90 tons of fuel on board. Today we only had 65. We normally have 95 passengers on board. Today we only have 15, so we're a very, very light ship, which is why our climb performance is so jolly fantastic at the moment. Just coming up for 50,000 feet. 1,000 to go. Go ahead and arm the auto throttle. Has the panel stretched out yet? Yeah, it definitely will be. So if you remember, we looked on the ground, guys. Remember, this cabinet was touching the engineer's panel. Now look at it. Now look at the size of the gap. And the reason that is like we talked about on the ground. The aircraft's moving through the air so quickly. We're through 50,000 feet. I'll go ahead and take our engine flight rating from climb. We can go ahead and set that to cruise. The front of the aircraft is plus 116 degrees centigrade. So you could easily fry an egg out the front. You get enough. You put some water out the front there. You get a nice boiling cup of coffee or boiling cup of tea very soon. That temperature is going to probably get about another 4 or 5 degrees hotter. We'll probably settle in at about 120 to 122 degrees centigrade because we're moving through the air so quickly. So the whole aircraft expands by as much to it's between, depending on how hot it gets, the whole aircraft will expand up to about 11 inches longer than it is on the ground. We're just catching the INS needles now. Alright, how's that wind? Right, the wind's dying down. Wind's pretty much half now. We're up above 50,000 feet, so we're up above the majority of the weather. So wind's still coming from about the west, but you see all the time the wind strength is decreasing. But that's the highest wind speed I've seen for some time, guys. 160 miles an hour. God damn. Hey, what's up, Lawrence? Welcome on board. He's in hospital in Brooklyn. I hope you get well soon, my friend. I am on Concorde from the hospital rehab in Brooklyn, New York. I hope you get well soon, my friend. Godspeed to you, sir. It's not a tailwind we have, unfortunately. It's pretty much smack bang right on the nose, guys. We have a 56 knot headwind, but all the time it's getting... Well, the wind strength is getting lesser and lesser the higher we get. Normally, we don't see a lot of upper air moving it around about this speed. Normally, the air's pretty chilled, to be honest. It's usually the winds are less than 20 knots at this altitude. Must be some decent weather systems moving through. I don't fly in this part of the world very often, so I'm not really too familiar with where the jet stream is in this part of the world and if this is normal. But certainly 160 miles an hour. 160 mile an hour headwinds, the most amount of headwind I've seen for a little while. Alright, Mach 2, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Twice the Speed of Sound Club. We're coming up for 55,000 feet. We'll probably actually just YOLO all the way up to 60,000 feet. Like I've said a few times now, the aircraft is very light. We're normally a lot heavier than we are for this flight, so not really anticipating it for it to take too long for us to get to 60,000 feet. So we're flying up to the edge of space, and it shouldn't take us too long to get to Hong Kong. Probably about an hour and a half. No, certainly no more than 2 hours from this stage right now. Our total track distance is 1,872 nautical miles. And currently we are doing 1,110 nautical miles per hour. So flight time should be just over an hour and a half. Where do you put the route? The route goes into the inertial navigation computer. We don't have any FMCs or CDUs like the easy planes that fly these days. It's all done by inertial navigation. So basically you put the latitude and longitude of the waypoints that we want to fly along. In fact, on that note, I will show you guys the route that we're going to be taking into Hong Kong. So here is my Navigraph map. So you can see that we get airborne out of Japan. We routed south to get out over the water as fast as possible. So we took off. We actually looped around out towards this area here just to try and get out over the coast as fast as possible. And then we headed down to our waypoint 1. We've now passed over waypoint 1 and waypoint 2. We're inbound to our waypoint 3. We'll keep the good times going. We want to stay feet dry for as long as we can, which is why we tiptoe around Taiwan. We don't go over any of the land masses over here. And once we leave this waypoint, November Oscar Mike Alpha November, that's when we'll actually start our deceleration, and we'll be looking to cruise subsonic from around about this point here. So we'll pass over here, we'll set up for the decel and the descent, and we're looking to be about flight level something like 41,000 or 35,000 feet. Or 40 or 36,000 feet, somewhere around about here, and we'll do our subsonic cruise and we'll fit into the regular traffic pattern with everybody else if there's still air traffic control online at that time. Alright guys, unfortunately I drink way too much coffee, so I need to pee all the time. I will be right back. that's alright. She's just YOLO and trying to get back on our flight path. Right, let's try and get a little bit caught up with the chat now. Hello to Alpha Delta, welcome along. We are online now, talk to you later. It is Tim, good to see you Tim, welcome on board. So hopefully we'll catch you, my friend. So the guy that is actually doing the approach radar for Hong Kong is on right now. Are you still watching the stream, Tim? Is this guy Victor Hotel 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 Approach? I know that's for Lapcock, but does he handle Kai Tak as well? I see I'm not the only guy. Iberia. Oh, look at that, guys. I'm Speedbird 007. We actually have an Iberia 007 going in as well. So, obviously a couple of James Bond fans, ladies and gentlemen. I am Speedbird Concorde 007. And we have Iberia 007 and A321 going from Taipei in Taiwan into Kai Tak. Nice. He does. Oh, thanks. Planes of BCN says he does control there. So, hopefully, guys, if we can swim fast enough, we might get a full ATC service all the way down, which will be good. I do need to quickly study the charts now that we are in cruise, and we'll go through quite a thorough arrival brief because I have done this before, but it was a long time ago. I do have the main thing written down, which is the IGS 111.9088 degrees. We have that set and ready to go. Hello to Paul. What's up, Ryan? Why is it playing Dixie? That's our horn, bro. It's like a TCAS alert, bro. We just let other people know that we're coming through. Always ring the horn, bro. Safety first. Come on, Ryan. What do you think this is, a game? Hello, Mr. Bandito, welcome. Just had fuel and accelerate. Not sure how that would work, my friend. Lucy says, am I right in saying that the cabin on Concorde was on rails to allow for the expansion? You are right. The whole cabin actually was, Lucy. Yeah, if you lifted some panels up from the back in the back of the cabin, you would see the rails. What's up, Peter? Peter asks, is the wind speed in knots? It's in nautical miles per hour, sir. As far as I'm aware, actually. As far as I'm aware. Hello to Lawrence on YouTube. Hello to Charles on YouTube. Just plucked up the courage to fly my first VATSIM IFR flight, Edinburgh to Glasgow, in the PA-28 at 120 knots ground speeds. It's going to take forever. That won't take that long, sir. It's only like 40 odd miles, my friend. You'll do it. Welcome to VATSIM, Charles. I hope you have a great time. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. That's a good little first flight as well. If you have some more scenery for Scotland, especially if you're going to be flying around in a PA-28, I recommend that you go up the west coast, sir. Fly yourself up to Oban and go and check out the little airfields that are up on the west coast. Hello to Graham Ward, welcome on YouTube. Can you take her to Leeds Bradford like they used to do, says Charlie.
Negatory.
Sorry, Charlie, I don't take requests, sir. Thank you. Can I fly the A320? No! Fuck's sake, fly an A320!
Oh, hell no!
Hell no, bro! Why the hell would I want to do that, dude? Why would I want to fly an A320, sir? Airborne Junkies doing a bush trip. Roger that, sir. The type with an airplane, or what happens, brother? Did you score on Tinder or something like that? What's going on? Give us some more details, brother. Hello to Ghoul741. Charles, I had a full ATC and all left when I took off. Roger that, Charles. Yeah, you'll find some really good airfields out on the west coast, my friend. I don't fly fixed wing VFR on VATSIM, but I do a lot of helicopter stuff. I have flown into... So some of the best places you want to go and check out, dude. Oban's a nice little place. Get yourself into Oban. Up into Plockton as well. Plockton's a lovely little place. I've got the Orbex scenery for Scotland, so it really does look fantastic. Come on. That's what I like. Isle of Skye, nice little area as well. Up to Inverness, that's a nice little flight, dude. If you take off from Glasgow, then go up through Loch Lomond, get yourself up towards Ben Nevis, fly right up the Great Glen into Inverness, that's a cracking little flight. Fearless says that's a bannable offence, yeah. Yeah, dude. Sorry, guys. I don't fly any easy planes. Sorry, dudes. I don't fly. Hell no to going slow, guys. I don't fly any Airbuses or Boeings anymore. I've flown on VATSIM for 17 years. This is actually my 18th year flying on VATSIM. And I've done all that, guys. I've done all the 737s, 747, 757. I actually started with the 757 many years ago, back in 2003. So yeah, I don't fly any of those aircraft now, guys. I'm Concorde, ride or die, bros. Ride or die. Fucking Concorde mouse mat over here, bro. You think this is a game? What's up, Gatwick Tower? Good to see you, sir. Whiskey Kilo's back in the house. There's a young man I've not seen in a long time. Hope you're well, Whiskey. Good to see you, my friend. Hope your friends and family are all safe and you're living the dream like me. Have I ever flew into Dubai? Asks Long Island Aviation. Not in Concorde. I used to fly the A380 a lot for Emirates Virtual. I used to do Emirates 1 loads and loads. That was my favourite flight to do, from Dubai up to London Heathrow in the A380. What's up, Dobbo, you buster? Good to see you, sir. Welcome on board, Dobbo. I'm glad to hear that you got your Harrier stuff sorted out. Dobbo was struggling with the Harrier for a little while there, but he done a little uninstall and reinstall. Everything was magically fixed. Welcome, Adam. What's up, Schneckle, you buster? Good to see you. Since I watched the stream, I am addicted to ice cream. I actually have some ice cream on standby, big dog. Thanks for bringing that up. Alright, 58,600 feet. We're almost doing 1,300 miles an hour. Normally we cruise at about 1,320, so 1,320, 1,350 miles an hour is typically our cruise speed, so we should have some headwind component here. Yeah, we've got a 30 knot headwind component at the moment, which is slowing our progress down just a little bit, but we're still doing 1,290 miles an hour, so passengers are definitely getting their money's worth. That's a flight you need to do in Concorde, says the call sign stealing buster Danny. I don't know about this kid anymore, Fearless. Fucking shot me down in Arma the other day. This guy might be hating. You hating on me, Danny? Right, D air pump could probably go off for tank 11 now. Yeah, we have the required amount of fuel in the back there. You shouldn't be taking fuel out of here. This isn't realistic. The way that the Kolima flight engineer sets up the fuel is not realistic at all. There's so much wrong with how the fuel's set up at the moment. The fuel panel, the fuel engineer on Concorde is a very busy man. He's the most busy man. He's the hardest working man out of all the flight crew. He's always tinkering with the fuel, to the extent where even if our flight control, so this is our flight control indicators here. So you see now they're all in line at the moment. We are bobbing up and down a little bit with the tailwind hitting us. This is more of a Kolimata thing rather than a Concorde thing, but sometimes in real life one of these indicators would be out of line with the rest of them. So that would happen if, for example, there was just slightly, even within a quarter of a ton or half a ton, there'd be slightly more fuel on the right side of the aircraft than the left, or vice versa, there'd be slightly more fuel on the left than the right. When that would happen, then one of these indicators would be out of sync of the rest of them. And because we fly through the air so fast, it's very, very important for drag purposes and fuel economy purposes that all our flight control indicators all match. They're all at the same position, so that we don't have five... what's the word I'm trying to say? Tailor-vons. Yeah, 5 tailor-vons in one position and then another one sticking out into the jet stream a little bit. That would ruin our fuel economy and our drag index. So what the flight engineer would actually do, he would transfer fuel from one side of the aircraft into tank 11 at the rear of the aircraft, and then out of tank 11 into the left hand side of the aircraft, or vice versa. Now in real life, when the aircraft was supersonic, there would always be 10.5 tons of fuel in tank 11. So this is one of the parts where the Kolimata Concorde suffers a little bit from a lack of realism. There would always be 10.5 tons of fuel in tank 11. And the first place where the fuel comes out of is the front of the aircraft. So this is our fuel. It shows we have 13 fuel tanks on Concorde. They're numbered 1 to 9, and then we have 5A and 7A. Sorry, we have 13 fuel tanks. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they're numbered 1 to 11, and then we have 5A and 7A. Now, this is the front of the aircraft here. Tank 9's right at the front. Tank 10, in fact, I can show you a diagram. Aircraft fuel. So there we go. You see, Tank 9's right at the front. Tank 10's at the front. Tank 11 is right at the very back. 5A and 7A are actually on the wings. So this fuel panel overlay is sort of like a layout of the aircraft. It's not exact because it shows that 5A and 7A are up here in front in line with Tank 10. But really, in real life, they're actually just off-board tanks 6 and 8. So the first tanks that the engineer would be moving fuel from is tanks 9 and 10. These tanks would pretty much be empty in real life by now. All the fuel from tanks 9 and 10 would either be in tank 11, 7, 8, 6 and 5, or certainly tank 9 would be empty, and we'd be basically feeding the engines from tank 10. Now, there is no direct connection from tank 10 to the engines, but how it would work is that the fuel would be transferred out of tank 9, and the fuel from tank 10 would be feeding the pumps for 5, 6, 8 and 7, and we would basically just keep those 5, 6, 8 and 7, we'd keep those at 100% until we were out of fuel in tank 10, and then there would be no more fuel left on the front of the aircraft, and that's what gives us our centre of gravity position. So the way that we change the centre of gravity position on Concorde is by moving fuel from the front of the aircraft to the rear of the aircraft. So basically the flight engineer's primary job is to manage the centre of gravity position as the aircraft does its supersonic cruise. The reason why we have to have 10.5 tons of fuel in tank 11 is because if there's any type of emergency or any reason why the aircraft would have to descend, it might be a mechanical emergency, it might be a problem with the people in the back, or it could be a host of reasons. Basically, when the aircraft would have to slow down, we have to bring the centre of gravity forward from that position. So we need 10.5 tons of fuel in tank 11 so that we could then transfer that fuel from tank 11 into tank 9. So what the engineer would be doing at this stage of the flight, he would make sure that there was 10.5 tons of fuel in tank 11, and he would set a load limit selector up here for tank 9, and he would set that to about 8 to 8.5 tons. So if there was an emergency and the aircraft did have to do a rapid descent, the engineer would start transferring fuel from tank 11 straight up to tank 9. So as the aircraft gets slower and it requires the centre of gravity to come forward up the aircraft, transferring fuel from the back to the front will then bring that centre of gravity forward. And an interesting little fact for you, if there was like a serious emergency where the flight engineer was like super busy and having to change loads of settings and do loads of different things, the first officer, I don't know where it is, but the first officer actually has a button somewhere that initiates that fuel transfer. That's a loudspeaker button. I don't know where it is, to be honest. I just know that it does exist. But unfortunately, I couldn't tell you where it is located on the first officer's side. But he has an emergency switch, whereas if the flight engineer is too busy, he can the co-pilot, obviously it would be it's MCC, multi-crew cooperation. He wouldn't just do it on his own. He would tell the flight engineer, or the flight engineer might ask him to do that, or the captain might ask him to do it, and he can initiate that fuel transfer forward. But yeah, unfortunately, in the Kalimata Concorde, we don't have the ability to manually move the fuel throughout the flight, and that's something that's going to be coming up in a future update once the developer gets round to tackling the fuel panel. But for the moment, for someone like me that knows how the engineer did his job, how they operated the fuel in flight, you have to kind of make a bit of a compromise to kind of just deal with it, the lack of realism. This is all hocus pocus, guys. There's no way, in real life, there's no way that we would have a C of G position of about 58.5 with this much fuel in tanks 9 and 10. Another problem with the Kalimata fuel model is that one of the first primary fuel tanks that the flight engineer uses is tanks 5A and 7A. And if you remember, I said that 5A and 7A, they're actually outboard of the wings. So they're not forward. So we see that tank 10's up here. And if you look at this gauge, it sort of shows 5A and 7A on the left and right of tank 10. So it doesn't show the exact position on the engineer's panel, but we can see here that tanks 5A and 7A are actually on the wings. The engineer would not take fuel out of tanks 5A and 7A until the aircraft was above Mach 1.5, and that is to keep the wing bending motions to an absolute minimum while the aircraft goes through the period of maximum dynamic pressure as it's accelerating through the sound barrier. So There's so many. I don't even know them all, but there's so many very, very clever engineering solutions that these guys came up with. Remember, this aircraft was designed in the 1950s, guys. Designed in the 50s, built in the 1960s, and there's just so many practical engineering solutions to all the problems that she faced in flight. If there wasn't any fuel in 5A and 7A in real life, then the wings are not going to snap, but the wing bending motions, there would be the metal fatigue on the aircraft would be increased because the wings would bend more than they should, really. They would, like I said, they wouldn't snap off or anything. There wouldn't be a problem like that. It would just cause increased wing fatigue. So what the engineers would do, they would keep tanks 5A and 7A topped up with basically 100% fuel in both tanks to minimise those wing bending motions, because as we can see, 5A is right on the left hand wing and tank 7A is right on the right hand wing. So in real life, 5A would be full, 7A would be full, 9 would be empty, 10 would probably be about half empty, and we'd be feeding fuel from tanks 10 into 5, 6, 7 and 8. And once we start taking the fuel from 5A and 7A, again, I've another very clever engineering solution. So for those of you that are maybe engineeringly minded or engineeringly inclined, you might have kind of be asking yourself, well, wait a minute, if we take fuel out of 5A and 7A, these fuel tanks are at the rear of the aircraft. Surely if we take fuel out of these tanks, that should move the centre of gravity forward a little bit. And it did do that in real life. And we want to keep the centre of gravity in between these two indicators here. We don't want the centre of gravity position to come forward. So what they would do is they would run what's called an Aft Trim System. And that's engaged by this switch here. It's not modelled in the column at a Concorde, unfortunately, but basically what that would do is it counteracts the fuel coming out from 5A and 7A into the tanks for 5 and 7, so that the centre of gravity position, it will still come forward a little bit, but it wouldn't come forward as far forward as when they didn't run the Aft Trim System. So lots of very, very clever mechanical and engineering solutions. Another example is our reverse air doors on the aircraft. We have very, very clever reverse air doors. Now the secondary nozzle position, the indicator doesn't seem to be, it's showing 0 at the moment, which I think is, I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I read about this, but basically our reverse air doors generate thrust just from the actual shape of the way that they cone round the engine. So you can see here we have two reverse air buckets on, so we have one on the bottom, one on the top. And when we land the aircraft on the ground and we close the reverse thrusters, those buckets then close and it sends the thrust forward, which slows the aircraft down. But once we get to a certain period of flight, these reverse air doors, they obviously don't close over the exhaust, but they close over the exhaust just a little bit to manipulate the exhaust gases, and that actually gives us a little bit of extra thrust just from having the reverse air doors coming down a little bit. So if you can imagine like everybody's watered grass before with a hose. So imagine you got a hose with no attachment on it and you're just letting all the water come out. If you press the hose down a little bit, the water starts coming out with more velocity. That's the same thing with Concorde. That's the exact same thing that Concorde does with the reverse air buckets. They close on the exhaust just a little bit, and just by doing that, it actually gives the aircraft an extra bit of thrust. So yeah, very, very, very intelligent people that designed this aircraft, guys. Very smart people. I think the most tested aircraft in certainly at the time when it was, I think it's still the most tested aircraft. The most tested civilian aircraft before it got to go into service. Very, very clever piece of kit. I actually just got this book the other day that arrived. So it's not the flight manual, but it is the owner's workshop manual by Haynes. So this has been written by some Concorde aircrew, some flight engineers, and some Concorde captains of. Basically, so it's not a flight manual, it's not the aircraft's manual, but it does go through sort of all the systems, and it's a very interesting read. I've not had time to sit down and go through the whole thing yet, but yeah, it certainly looks like a very interesting read. I'm a truck driver in real life, So I'm going to keep this with me so when I'm getting loaded and unloaded and stuff like that, I can sit down and peruse through it and learn more about the systems. I often get asked, how do you know so much about Concorde, Maverick? A module called the SST Sim Concorde for Flight Sim 2004 is when I first started learning about the aircraft. And that was way back in 2007, so basically I've just done things like buy books and watch documentaries and read all sorts of things about the aircraft. I'm a bit of a Concorde aficionado. I'm a bit of an enthusiast, as you might be able to tell with the Concorde wallet, all the Concorde merch. I got a new Concorde picture that came this week as well up on the background there. So yeah, basically a culmination of 13 or 14 years about learning the aircraft. I certainly don't know everything about the aircraft. I certainly wouldn't, not at the stage where I could be flight qualified or anything like that. I've actually just got my hands on the real aircraft flight manual a couple of days ago, so it's like 800 odd pages. So I'll be slowly making my way through that. The Concorde will never fly again, Face. No, brothers. It is an unfortunate truth, sir, that unfortunately she will never fly again, I'm afraid. It will never happen. I was not an engineer, John, yeah. Carl says it's the poor man's nozzle, yeah. The poor man's nozzle. Mr. Uber Noob says, holy crap, you really know your stuff. Do you know why that is, sir? Because I'm a fucking professional. Danny says they could design something like this back then, but they still couldn't do it now, yes. Like this Boom Overture thing, I get this question a lot. What do I think about Boom? It's nowhere near Concorde's league, dude. It's not. I don't even think it's not Concorde 2.0. It's not the next Concorde or anything like that. It's just a small aircraft that goes supersonic, guys. Doesn't go as fast as Concorde. Doesn't even hold half the amount of people that Concorde held either. Well, I think it might be about 40 or maybe 50 people, but yeah, Concorde could carry more than 100 people at Mach 2, and she did that twice a week for 27 years. Sorry, twice a day for 27 years. Every single day, bro. British Airways Concorde flew supersonic twice a day for 27 years and not one of them crashed for BA. Right, I need to very quickly just get on a website here to find a coordinate for a waypoint. Simbrief, where you at, fam? Econ is fine. Analyze that. Right, let's get this latitude and longitude information. Oh, excuse me. Generate OFP. Right. Chung Chao. Let's get this in. I don't know why I messed this up so much. Chung Chao should be north, longitude 22132. Chung Chao 22132 should be east 11401.8. How have I messed that up so badly? Chung Chao. Save. Right, so we can put waypoint 8 in the aircraft now. We're going from waypoint 4 to waypoint 5. So waypoint 8 is longitude 22132, east 114018, enter. And finally waypoint 9 is actually Kai Tak itself, north 22190, east 114122. Checked. Right, that's us all done for LNAV. We don't need to put any more navigation information into the aircraft. If I was to get abducted by aliens right now, the aircraft would fly itself all the way to Hong Kong. Reaper says, hey Maverick, that switch, emergency fuel switch above the engine shutdown and fire control to the right of number 4 for the first officer. What about it, sir? Firewire says, hey Mav, by the way, the secondary nozzles would open wider in supersonic mode because of the higher altitude. You would want a wider exhaust just like a rocket. Roger that, sir. Oh, the emergency fuel switch. Just above the shutdown handle. Ah, there it's there. This one. It must be this one, yeah. Fuel forward track. Yes, that's it there. So there's the... Remember we were talking about the... Thanks for that. Who was that? That was my man Reaper. Thank you for that, Reaper. Fucking hell, I've looked at that switch a million times and never known what it was. But yeah, remember when I said that if the flight engineer was really busy and he wasn't... there was a huge emergency on the aircraft and yeah, the fucking autopilot off, stick forward, bro. The first officer would just go, boop, flip that up and hit that switch so that it would start the fuel transfer forward, which is why the flight engineer would always have 8,005, I'm pretty sure it's 8.5, I think it might be 8,000 for 8,000 kilos for 8 tons. Yeah, and then that fuel would start transferring forward, and as a result the centre of gravity position on the aircraft would start moving forward up to about 53. Hey Dragon, welcome on board, sir. Welcome on board, good to see you, my friend. Danny says, we haven't seen a goddamn Tic Tac in a while. Well, we see them on the North Atlantic quite a lot. But you're right, brother, I've not seen any around here. We'll keep an eye out, Danny. Keep an eye out, my friend. Right, we only have 500 feet to go, guys, and then we're at 60,000 feet. I am probably going to do a bit of a arrival brief in a couple of moments here. I do have my chart standing by on a second monitor here. Right, that's the actual arrival plate itself, which is reasonably straightforward. All we do is fly the IGS down on. It's basically an ILS. We get a localizer, we get a glide slope, but it's not. That just takes us all the way down to the checkerboard, and then we swing a big right-hand turn. 109. So it's, yeah, it's 111.9 on heading 088. But there are. I remember when I came in last year, there was some other the holding. So we do have ATC, so I need to make sure that I have this up and ready in case I get asked to enter the hold. I have brought holding fuel because
60,000 feet.
Shit does
Maximum
happen.
flight level.
We are at 60,000 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we don't need the SID. Right, where is it? Aha! This is what I'm looking for here. Holy shit, there's a lot of information here. Yeah, this is the main one that I'm looking for. Right, let's get you guys on board with this. So here's basically how it works. We are going, this is Zhengzhou here, so this is the main holding point for coming into Hong Kong. So we are anticipating basically arriving here at about flight level 140 or something like that. So you can see 1 minute up to flight level 140. So the inbound leg is 270, the outbound leg is 090. It's 1.5 minute legs above flight level 140, 1 minute legs at flight level 140. We do have ATC online. The airspace doesn't look too congested at the moment, but we are prepared to hold. If we aren't asked to hold, this is where we're going to be asked to do it. And then we leave the hold from Zhengzhou. We head outbound on the 270 radial until we get to 7 nautical miles away from Zhengzhou, and then we start this right-hand turn heading 045 degrees to start picking up the IGS on heading 088. The IGS is on the checkerboard, which we can see on this chart here. The frequency is 111.9 and it's on heading 088. So basically this is the part where we come in over the city and then we get to just in front of the checkerboard and then we start the right hand turn to come in and land on the runway, a little bit like a reverse case 1 arrival pattern. And I can see on, where are we coming at? So that is, yeah, these are SIDS. This is the visual, which we're not going to do. You leave Zhengzhou heading 045 degrees for a visual approach. I'd rather take the IGS. Right, so this is what we're expecting. Hopefully our main man Tim's going to have our back. You should be expecting this. So this is what we're expecting here, this approach. We are routing in from to Zhengzhou from, where are we coming in from? We're coming in from No Man. I don't know if I can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it on this chart here. So you see this one here? So from No Man, so we're coming in from this sort of direction, inbound to Zhengzhou, and then if it's busy, what we'll do is we'll basically come in on this direction here, fly overhead Zhengzhou, turn left heading 090 degrees to enter the hold, and then we'll just basically circle here until they give us the authorization to leave the hold at Zhengzhou, and then we'll head out west and then swing this right hand turn 045 degrees until we intercept the localizer for the 088 radial for the checkerboard IGS system on 111.9er. So I'll make sure that I keep this handy so that I can reference it if required. Star overview is what I got the right one though, Tim. Yeah, that's the right one, sir. That's the one I flew the last time when we came in. The last time I remember that. Hello, Neil. And my man Neil always comes into the stream and says the same thing. Hello from London. Hello from Scotland, my friend. Good to see you, Neil. Eki Poos is in the house. What's up, Eki, you buster? Just remember to breathe on approach, Mav. Yeah. Dude, it was stressful AF the last time. I'm anticipating it to be a little bit more straightforward this time because I have experience on my side. I've done it once before. I know what to expect. But I think it's still going to be a difficult one. Danny says, I never get what the checkerboard is. Hey, by the way, Ginge, good to see you, sir. Welcome on board. The checkerboard is basically just exactly what it says, dude. It is a massive fucking board. It's just so it's on the side of a hill. I'll see if I can find a picture for you, Danny. I mean, I shouldn't, because you're a fucking buster. Fucking stealing my call sign, shooting me down. What do you think who do you fucking think you are, Danny? Speedbird 1 from New York to London. Who do you think you are? I want some goddamn answers, Danny. Fucking call sign stealing motherfucker. Oh, that's a great picture. You call sign stealing motherfucker. So there it's there. It's a big massive board on the side of a hill. And that's what you're flying towards. So the IGS system, it's not an ILS down to the runway, it's an IGS system down to the runway. And so basically you fly towards that, and then just before you fly into it, you do this big sexy right hand turn like my man Korean Air's got going on here. I think Danny just wants to feel what it's like to be 104th Maverick for a flight. Is that what it is, bro? I don't have any water left. Right, guys, let me get some water. What's up, Jake? Jake. Very creatively spelled, Jake. Never seen it spelled like that before, young man. New here. Where are we flying to? It tells you in the stream title, young man. Welcome on board. up, Darren? Welcome on board, sir. He was following you last week to Dublin, Mav. He is a wannabe. No, it wasn't Danny, bro. It was some other fucking buster. Danny's actually a good kid. I mean, he's disrespectful as fuck. Let's be honest, guys. I'm the guy that taught him how to fly the aircraft, and he fucking steals my call sign. Fucking buster. Do you eat yogurts with a British Airways spoon, Maverick? Of course I do. What do you think, this is a game? Check out my BA spoon, bro. Check out my BA spoon. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into my new book. This is going to be a good read. Which Saitek scenery am I using? Asks Semern. That's a great question, sir. Let's find out. I believe I got it from the guys at VATSIM Hong Kong. Help me out here, Tim. Is it VATSIM Hong Kong? I don't think it's VATSIM Hong Kong. Hold on, let me get this. What is it again? It is VATSIM Hong Kong. It legitimately is VATSIM Hong Kong, yeah. That's where I got all the charts from. Let me just quickly check. Oh, because I put the links in my YouTube channel for the video. Concorde, Saitek, Maverick. That's in full flight. Okay, so the scenery I am using is from this forum here. It's actually... I don't know who the author is. A guy called Sly. I'll put it in the... so that's where I got my Saitek scenery from. Put it in both chats. Hey, Adam Crossley, another member of the Captain's Club on YouTube, has joined us. Good to see you, Adam. Welcome. So that's where I got the scenery from Saitek. It was a little bit fiddly to get working, but yeah, if I can do it, guys, I'm an absolute twat when it comes to setting up stuff on computers. All I know is that computers run on some kind of electricity, or so I'm told. That might not even be right either. Well, let's see if we can maybe see some replays. Yeah, what we're going to do right now, guys, because we're in cruise and there's not an awful lot going, I'm just going to turn this down. And we'll watch some replays from when I came into Saitek the very first time, guys. Just bear with a little momento. Right, what am I trying to do here? Right, I want this one. This one. Nope, that wasn't supposed to happen. Uno momento, por favor. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Up on a tier 1, you sir are a highly trained professional. Bro, I panicked. I don't know if I can hold on to the title of highly trained professional, dude. I shit myself. Dude, I actually got on the radio and said, can you help me? I got on the radio and said to the guy, can you help me? This is... Safe flight? Is it safe flight? And the wind was all over the place up here, by the way. So this is the one and only time I've landed Concorde on X-Plane. I have done it before on another simulator, but this was the first time I tried it on X-Plane. In my life, until we got down lower. But look at this scenery, guys. This is all fucking default freeware scenery. Are you shitting me? I am not shitting you guys. This is freeware snatch. I'm actually worried about the landing that I might have. I don't think I touched the tail wheel. I don't think I did, dude, but I honestly can't even remember the landing. Like I was thinking there was that much going through my mind. I don't even remember contact. I just remember being like relieved that we were on the ground. I couldn't go low. I couldn't stay on the glide slope because of these buildings. There's no fucking way that's right. This scenery must not be set up right, because there's no way I'm supposed to be that low. Wait till you see how low we go past these buildings at, guys.
This place is crazy, dude. I can't believe they did this in real life. Canarsie, eat your heart out. Eat your fucking heart out, Canarsie. The checkerboard is there, Vincent, just behind that tower. I couldn't see it very well either until we got to this point. But there it's there, bro. Look how fucking low we are, dude. These must be... So hold on, sorry guys. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly interrupt. So, these must be here like in real life now. So this must be like those buildings probably weren't there in real life when they were landing on. Because there's no fucking way, dude. There's no way you put planes that close to a building. No way. And I basically flew in between. See these two coming up? Come on, come on, come on. We basically fly in between these two fucking buildings. There's a checkerboard there, look. There, it's right there. There's no way it's that close, Jeff. No way, dude. No fucking way, bro. No way. Look, there's no way. Look how close that is, bro. And we were high. And we were high. I was way high at this point. Hold on. Can we even see the Yeah, look. We're high. So we should actually be lower than we are right now. There's no way that's right, dude. Look at this. No fucking way, bro. No way. No way, dude. No way, dude. No way. No way. Alright, hold on. I'll take it back a little bit so we can see the turn. Oh god, that looks scary. And we look so fast as well. We were actually really slow at this point. I was putting boatloads of power in here. Oh my god, that looks so good, dude. Nice and early on the centre line as well. We got on centre line pretty good. That turn was actually really well done, guys. And then down we go. So I really want to make it into landing area early. I can't believe I panicked and put the fucking reverser out. Let's see how bad this is. Oh, the reverser's out way early. No, that wasn't. Sorry, that was me going idle. Alright, and down and in. That looks alright. I'll take a better view, guy, but that looked okay. That looked okay, guys. That looked alright. We'll go back. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm not sure, Daz. I'm not sure, bro. I don't know this approach. I've only really studied it for today's landing, and this is the first time I've ever done it. See, look, there's a centre line there, right in front of us. Look at this. Look at the way we arrive onto this. We don't go past it. Look, just shallow out. Centre line. That's okay. It's not perfect, but that looks good. And then this is me trying to get low, trying to get low. Oh, dude, I took the... Oh, bro, I nailed it! I accidentally nailed it, dude! I did not mean to do that. That was totally accidental, but I took the reverser out before we touched down, but I fucking nailed it, bro. That was perfectly timed. Completely accidental, though, guys. I can't take any credit for that. But, yeah, we'll check out see what the favourite view from a taxiway looks like. We'll see what this looks. Look how bumpy the runway is. Undulator. The nose wheel, but not enough forward stick, bro. All the adrenaline was getting dumped out at that point, so I maybe lost a bit of composure. Alright, we'll do this one again from the airfield. Then we'll start trying to, then we'll have a view at, like, the checkerboard. Then we'll do, like, a view in the streets and stuff like that. We're going to watch loads of these views, guys, just to see, just to try and get the good ones. Irritation, dude, it's just, honestly, man, I credit all this hands and feet and lining up on the localizer like this in any aircraft is all just landing fucking jets on boats, dude. I've got maybe like between 5 and 100, sorry, 5 and 1,000, fuck's sake, dude, 500 and 1,000 carrier landings by now in F-18s and F-14s and Harriers. So yeah, coming from trapping on a boat to landing on a runway, even with a procedure like this, you got so much spare capacity because you're so used to doing it. Oh my god, bro, that is a fucking... Oh my god, dude, I nailed it, guys, I nailed it. I didn't mean to nail it, but I fucking nailed it, bro. Accidentally nailed it, guys. Apart from this little float with the nose wheel. But that's, I think I was showing off there, that was it. I was showing off there. They see me roll. It's gangster stuff, guys. Gangster stuff, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Ah, good memories, guys. Good memories. That was a good day. I enjoyed that. I was sweating buckets because yeah, there was a lot of people watching the first time we went in. But yeah, I'm glad it went well. If you guys want to check out the last flight that we did, you can check out this link. I'll pop it in the chat. But yeah, it was good fun. Good fun. Really enjoyed that. And it was actually part, like I said a few times, it was part of a VATSIM fly-in, so we had full up ATC, there was loads of other pilots coming in as well, so it was a really busy time, really busy. When we landed, we actually struggled to find a parking spot because there were so many people on the ground and there was guys coming in behind us as well, so yeah, it was extra nervy, but I really enjoyed it. I'm actually kind of a little bit gutted it's taken me this long to go back again, so that was in June or July last year, so it was half a lifetime ago. We have got ATC Speedbird yet. We have Hong Kong Centre is online, and we also have Hong Kong Approach. They're both online. Yeah, like Carl says, there's those buildings were not there in real life when the airport was in use. At the time I had a guy on the stream trying to tell me, no, bro, those buildings were really there, and I'm like, dude, no fucking way, no way, dude, no way. There's just far too much potential for disaster. Yeah, so those high-rise buildings that we see on the approach path, those are actually only there now in real life because that airport is no longer in use. But when Kai Tak was in use, those high-rise airports were not there. We should be arriving in probably 45 minutes, I'd say. About 45 minutes. Hey, Ryan Oliver, good to see you, sir. Another member of the Captain's Club's back. Good to see you, Ryan. I thought that was live. That was a good landing the last time. Yeah, bro, that was the one. I've never flown an IVAO, Nicholas. But I believe it's still going, dude. Yeah, I believe it is. It's still up and running. Yeah, like Jaden says on YouTube, even without the high-rise buildings, it was a pretty dangerous approach. You're absolutely right, dude. It was dangerous enough without having to fly literally in between buildings, guys. We were flying in between those two high-rises. So, like you seen in the video from the first time I tried it, we were pretty high on the glide slope because I didn't want to get any lower. I was thinking, fucking hell, dude, I'm not going in between the buildings. I think this time we're going to try and go in between the buildings, guys. See how that goes. Oh yeah, Pete Conrad on YouTube says, one of the VATSIM Hong Kong guys did a time lapse of that fly, and it's a good watch just to see how many people. And I actually seen that. It's like an ATC time lapse. Post a link for that, Pete, if you want, dude. If you can find that video. No, Speedbird on Twitch says, am I ever going to open up subs on Twitch? No, dude. I used to be a Twitch affiliate. I used to get subs on Twitch, but I cancelled that. I'm kind of mainly focusing on YouTube, dude. Total disclosure, it's more financially beneficial for me to be on YouTube than it is on Twitch. Hello, Hendry, welcome back. Hey, Lee Russell's joined us. Good to see you, Lee. Welcome, big dog. The Q says, between the buildings, what was that feeling about being a gangster again?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Speaking of being a gangster, guys, check out the Maverick merch store. Bro, I sell bikinis. I sell bikinis, guys. Legitimately out there wheeling and dealing, selling bikinis on the reg. Check that link out, guys. Yeah, we got new badges, Lee. You're not getting a badge, Danny. Fucking Buster. We don't do any Buster badges, bro. You're not getting a badge. You're gonna fucking poking both eyes, bro. Boop. Fucking little Buster. So yeah, we got new badges. So we have the bronze badge for people, the new sponsors on YouTube. The new members to the Captain's Club get a bronze Concorde. If you've been a sponsor on YouTube for more than a month, you get a silver badge. And if you have been a sponsor for more than 3 months, you get a gold Concorde badge. So shout out to my man One Flew Over It. Thank you so much for sorting out those icons for me, dude. They look fantastic. Danny, I don't give a fuck, son. I don't give a flying fuck. You should know better, Danny. You should know fucking better, young man. I wish that FatSpine, Serve Info and stuff would still recognise Saitek. It doesn't actually recognise it, obviously, because it's not... I mean, that sort of makes sense. It's not an in-use airport anymore. I think still a lot of people fly here, though. I think most guys are going into Lapcock, though. Kong Czech Lapcock International. We're having our Speedbird in front of us, actually, guys. We've got some company traffic in front. Company! We've got my man Speedbird 28 uniform from Taiwan into Saitek. He's way in front of us, though. He's actually probably getting ready to start his descent sometime soon. Adam Smith just joined the Captain's Club. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much, sir. I am back in the high class. Welcome, dude. You get yourself a VIP seat. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Why does that keep coming up? Right, we're getting reasonably close, guys. We're just south of Taiwan. So there's Taiwan just to our north, and we're going into Hong Kong. So we don't have too far to go. Just want to check our track distance into Zhengzhou from Noman. It's 199 miles. Yeah, so we'll go over. We're 124 miles to our next waypoint. After that waypoint, we'll head over another waypoint, which will be not our deceleration point. We'll be decelerating a little bit after that. So we're not too far out. We are not too far out. Yeah, our decel point's going to be after Noman, Carl. We have 199 miles from Noman to Zhengzhou. So we'll probably pull the trigger on the decel with about 150 nautical to go to Zhengzhou. Hello, jumbled up Russian letters. Welcome back, my friend. Oh, nice one. Thanks, Speedbird. Speedbird on Twitch says, I'll stay in the Captain's Club on YouTube, but I'll watch on Twitch. Roger that, big brother. Thank you. Hey, what's up to NYARTC Controller? Welcome back on Twitch, sir. Hey, I'm back. Can I see the gap with the airframe expanding now? Yes, you can, sir. Everybody loves a little look at this gap. There you go, my friend. So if you guys remember on the ground, this cabinet was touching this panel. Merrick's in the house. Merrick does the exact same thing. Thank you so much, brother. Happy to help over on YouTube, but Twitch is my home. I'm not judging you, Merrick. I'm not judging you, brother. How do you know how to fly this? Says Anton Aviation. Hello, Alexander. Welcome on board. I've flown the aircraft for nearly 20 years, Alexander. Well, that's not true. I've flown the aircraft for about 14 years. So basically just a culmination. I've been flying the aircraft since 2007. So a culmination of all those years of being a huge Concorde enthusiast and watching documentaries, reading books, studying manuals, studying charts. Did you see my new emotes, bro? They're of Bella, the little cat. Nice one, bro. Let's get them spammed in. Get those busters spammed in. You're from Algeria, Roger that, sir. Hello to my Algerian friend. Hey, there she is. So at the moment, guys, we're Tom cruising. My favourite joke. Tom cruising right now, guys. Nick flies from Manila to Hong Kong more than 4 times a week. Nice, Nick. He knows this part of the world very well. Thanks, Vanderva. It says Captain Yakin. Thank you very much. I don't fly any other classic planes, Captain. No, I fixed wing on VATSIM. I only fly Concorde. I do fly a lot of helicopters on VATSIM, though. Hey, Andrea. Thank you very much, young lady. I gotta keep it real. I gotta represent. Right, 35 miles to go and then we're inbound to No Man's Land. Oh, land spotted, Captain. Land ho! Who you calling a ho? Hey, Mr. Bossman, welcome on board. Good to see you, my friend. Can you fly direct to Magog, then fly the Magog 1 free star? That would be lovely, says Tim. Is that an RNAV arrival, Tim? So Magog to Alpha, and then Alpha to Zhengzhou. I mean, how necessary is this, sir? I don't see that I don't see a lot of traffic in the area, my friend. I've been pretty lucky, Merrick. I have a couple of crashes every now and then, but... Oh, just an offer for a shortcut. Oh, thanks, buddy. To be honest, it's a bit more hassle than it's worth for me. I have to go into a website, get the latitude and longitude coordinates for Magog and Alpha. So I already have all my coordinates pre-programmed in, sir, for our arrival over Noman, and then Noman direct into Zhengzhou. So if it's all right, I'll just stick with that. We have enough fuel anyway. Fuel and time are not something that I'm really pressed on. But yeah, it's a tiny bit of a pain in the arse for me, Tim, at this stage, because I have to go away and find out latitude and longitudes, do batch conversions on those coordinates, and then get them into the aircraft. So it's just a tiny little pain in the arse for me, sir. I could go, well, you want me to go direct to Zhengzhou now? Yeah, that's doable. That's doable, my friend. Why not? Right, Zhengzhou is our waypoint 8. Waypoint change 08, insert INS. Alright, we're 365 miles out from Zhengzhou. That's definitely doable for us, sir. Pushing the pinky button on the control stick sets the nose wheel steering to high gain on the deck with anti-skid on the Harrier. Says my man Carl. That is absolutely right. Oh, it's because Dobbo's asking, is there a high gain nose wheel steering on the Harrier? Yes, brother, yeah. I think the default button is S for Sierra. Press and hold it though. You have to press and hold it unless you do the pinky switch like my main man Carl says. Tim, what altitude do you want us at Zhengzhou? 121.3 for Hong Kong. We'll have that standing by. 1213. What altitude can we anticipate for Zhengzhou, my friend? Crazy Fusion says, ah yes, I remember this approach. Yeah, it's a good one, dude. I think if you've ever done this in real world or in the sim, it's not something you're liable to forget pretty quickly. Expect 8,000 feet at Zhengzhou. Roger that, sir. Your message has been received and understood. Can I get a time check, please? 25 past 9. Roger. Alright, what's the aircraft weight sitch? Oh, we're just coming up for maximum land. Yes! We're 0.2 of a ton above our maximum landing weight, which means we're going to be very light coming in, which means I can get the aircraft nice and slow, which is going to be good for me. And we'll be right back, guys. It's fucking freezing in here. What are you hanging on? What's up, Dean? Hello, sir. Welcome along. I've got you on my front room TV and my girlfriend is hating life. Please give her a swift fuck off so I don't have to. Brilliant, my friend. Sorry, young lady, but I'm afraid it's time for the aviation geeks to take over the television. You get yourself upstairs and watch Love Island. And don't give us any goddamn. I'm on TV. Hi, Mom. Thanks, Dean. Do I have an Alexa at home? No, I do not. Hopefully not, anyway. Alexa! Get the fuck out of my house! What's up, Pooch? You squiggly writing name having motherfucker. Welcome on board. You have to get the lucky bells on. Alright, 263 miles to Zhengzhou. In case we have to hold, I will just double check this frequency. .112.3. I'll put that on 2. I'll put on both. Remember to set it for the IGS as we're coming out. Adam C says, you just switched my Alexa on. Sorry about that, Adam. I've seen videos of people, like guys that are streaming that have they get the text to voice, like, so it reads out what people are saying in the chat. And one guy was like, Alexa, what's my address? And like the computer voice said, Alexa, where am I? Or something like that. Or what's my address? And it read out the guy's address live on stream. I was like, fuck that. Definitely not getting Alexa. Have a microphone that listens to everything I say in my house that's connected to the internet. Fuck no. Oh, bro, I don't want to go to jail. I'm an international fucking gangster, guys. I can't have that drama in my life. I disconnect it after every stream, Merrick. Do you think it's a fucking game, Merrick? Do you think I'm some kind of fucking amateur, mate? Microphone gets disconnected, the webcams get disconnected. Bro, this ain't no fucking game! You seem to forgot one crucial part of this, Merrick. Ain't no game, bro. Ain't no game. And there's my man, Tim. Godspeed, Tim. Let's get the headset on. Sup, my dad, welcome on board. I'm trying to use TrackIR here, guys. It's not going to work, is it? That's
407, radio speed now 170 knots, maintain at 5 DME.
Maintain a speed of 170 knots till 5 DME, 407.
Mexico Air Force 1, wind 090 degrees, 6 knots, runway 07 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 07 right, Mexico Air Force 1.
Alright, we'll get the seatbelt signs on because we're getting ready to descend soon. Hong Kong radar, a very good evening to you. Speedbird Concorde 007 with you, flight level 600.
Speedbird 7, Hong Kong radar, good morning. I'll Gareth. Good to see you. Squawk 5247 and ident.
5247 and ident. Speedbird 007. 47 and ident. 5247 checked. Alright, we're below our maximum landing weight, which is baller.
Speedbird 7 identified. Expect 8,000 feet at Charlie Hotel. Report ready for descent.
007 Wilco.
And the 007 expect the IGS-13.
Expecting the IGS-13, Speedbird 007. Awesome, that is what we planned.
American 407, turn right heading 040, cleared ILS 07 right.
Right turn 040, cleared to the airport for the ILS.
She's lying to you, Jaden.
407.
Cafe 101, when ready, descent to reach flight level 130 by Murray.
Jaden says, just asked Alexa who 104th Maverick is and she has no clue. She's lying to you, bros. She's just pissed off because I've been hanging out with Siri.
Cafe 101.
Alright, we're going to start the decel now. So we've got the seatbelt signs on. We're going to go ahead and take the auto throttles off. And we're going to bring the power back to 18 degrees TLA, throttle lever angle, which is right here. So very gently just pull this back.
Speedbird 28 uniform, airport is at your 1 o'clock position, report when inside.
I have contact inside Speedbird 28 uniform.
So we have started slowing down.
Speed 28 uniform, wind 090 degrees, 6 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 13, contact Speedbird 28 uniform, thanks.
There's that company traffic just getting the clearance in front of us. Alright, with that we'll actually take 340 for a little while. Hong Kong radar, Speedbird 007, we're ready for our descent from flight level 600. We'd like flight level 340 initially.
Descent flight level 340.
Descent 340, Speedbird 007. Okay, we are just waiting on 360 knots indicated coming up, and then we're going to command the aircraft to start descending with a vertical speed prime at first, and then once we see 350 knots indicated, we'll then change that to an indicated airspeed hold descent. And then as we take power off the aircraft, the autopilot will pitch the nose down to maintain 350 knots. Because we are bringing the power back, we don't have the same amount of energy going through the fuel. These should be open, fuck's sake. We don't have the same amount of, the fuel's not moving around the aircraft as much as it is when we have the fuel power on, so we're going to turn our engine recirculation valves to on. So as we bring the power back, that'll start ramping the fuel around the aircraft to maintain the temperatures that we do. Concorde uses fuel not just to burn in the engines and to go places, it uses the fuel to cool the engine oil and the air conditioning systems as well. Alright, that's 360. So when we bring the power back on the aircraft, we're obviously using less fuel. The fuel's not moving around the aircraft as quickly. So we turn on those engine recirc valves just to boost that process up.
American 407, wind 090 degrees, 6 knots, runway 07 right, clear to land.
Cleared to land 7 right, 407.
Okay, 350 knots.
Air Force One, welcome to
Engine rating mode selected, back to climb.
Via Kio, Lima Tree to
the aircraft is now pitching down to maintain 350 indicated.
Thank you. We'll taxi via Kilo Lima Tree to the apron, Mexico Airport 1. Thank you very much for the service.
Welcome. See you.
See you.
Once we get the aircraft down to Mach 1.5, we'll actually take some more power off, and we'll bring the power all the way back to 32 degrees TLA. Oh, Merrick's 30 minutes out from the... I read that a minute ago, dude. I didn't really understand what you were talking about, but I'm with you now, brother. Well done, dude. Merrick's 30 minutes out until fast number 3. I hear you, brother. Alright, this Mach 1.5. First week's the worst, Merrick. After that is a piece of piss. Just try and minimise those carbs, big dog. It really helps. Alright, power's coming all the way back to 32 degrees TLA.
Can you repeat that, please? Cafe 10, Cafe 101, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1020. Descending to 5,000, 1020, Cafe 101.
Tesco coming tomorrow with a shit ton of chicken, pork and a ton of veg. Nice one, dude. That's how we do it. Protein and vegetables. This is how we do it. You know what's up, Merrick.
Pivot to 80 uniform, welcome to Saitek. Taxi via Bravo 1 and Delta 3 to stand off at choice. Good night.
Bravo 1, Delta 3, use not a choice. Speed to 80 uniform, thanks for your help. American 407.
What a fanny.
407, go ahead.
Meanwhile, wait till the other pilot stop talking, you fucking bean.
Everyone 407, welcome to Hong Kong. See you next time. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Alright, I've left this a little bit close. Should have really started to decel a little bit earlier. I think the OAT is actually very warm because our rate of descent's not been fantastic up until this point, so I'm going to go ahead and request all the way down to 880 from the controller. Hong Kong radar, speedbird 007, we'd like to go all the way down for flight level 80.
We're at 007, descent altitude 8,000 feet, QNH 1020.
8,000 on 1020, speedbird 007. Alright, I'm just going to set that now because we don't plan to stop. 1020. Cross check that.
Cafe 101, turn left heading 350. Left heading 350, Cafe 101.
Okay, fuel's coming forward. It is indeed. We should see that the gap's actually getting smaller now. Yep, so remember, before we could get our whole hand in there, now you'd only be able to get your fingers in.
Cafe 101, cancel speed restrictions, descent to 3,000 feet. Cancelling speed restrictions,
hey, Braden.
descending to 3,000, Cafe 101.
Just off the coast of Hong Kong. Alright, once we get subsonic, I'm going to take the reverser doors out because we're going to need a little bit of help to get down to 8,000 feet in time. 1020 is set and cross-checked. So we're just about to go subsonic. Hey, Alone, welcome. Saitek isn't closed on VATSIM, dude. Alright, we're subsonic now, we can bring the power all the way back. And we should have a pretty scary rate, well not scary, but impressive would probably be a better word to use. Quite an impressive rate of descent now. Now that we're below the speed of sound, we do need the external heating on the aircraft.
Maintain speed 280 knots or greater for now.
And we need the visor demist and de-ice on.
280 knots for Cathay 101.
Okay, sir.
Roger.
I'm going to take the reverse doors open. Closed even. So our rate of descent should considerably increase now. So we have the reverse doors closed on the inboard engines, engine 2 and 3. You can see that the doors are closed. So Concorde doesn't have any flaps or spoilers or anything. So basically these are our spoilers. And what this does, this allows us to have very, very high rates of descent without overspeeding the aircraft. It is armed from the flight engineer panel by this switch here, the flight reverse arm. It's not modelled in the Kalimata one yet, so I don't need to come in the back and click that, but in real life the flight engineer would have to have that switch armed. Merrick's doing 16.8. Nice, brother. That's what. Yeah, that's what I do. Right, 20,000 feet, 37 miles to go. We're going to make this. So bring the reversers back in.
101, reduce speed 220 knots.
And I'm going to switch to a vertical speed.
220 knots, Cathay 101.
Alright, nerves are building slightly now. Hands are just starting to get sweaty. My body is anticipating the stress that is about to be unfurled on my poor self. Hey Dylan, welcome along my friend. She is indeed. People ask me, Maverick, why do you fly Concorde all the time? That's why, bro. That is why, my friend. What way is it? That way. That's why. Why would you want to fly anything else, dude? Look at it, for fuck's sake. Why would you fly anything else? Alright, 28 miles. Quick approach checklist has got run to the bathroom and pee on it, so I'm going to quickly do that before we get too close.
101, descent 2,000 feet, turn right heading 040, clear RS 07 right, no speed restrictions.
That's down to 2,000 and turning right heading, can you tell me that again please?
Descent 2,000 feet, right turn heading 040, clear ILS 07 right.
040 right and clear ILS 7 right. Cathay 101.
Right, 22 miles to go. We are at or below 250 knots, which is good. (1020) is set. What got me into Concorde? Just seeing the aircraft in real life, dude. I seen her land in 2003. Ever since then, I've been a huge fan. And then a company called SST Sim brought out a Concorde module for Flight Simulator 2004, back in like 2006, 2007. I heard about it, bought it, never looked back.
Speedbird 007 to turn left heading 280 to descend 6,000 feet.
Left now 280, descend 6,000 feet, Speedbird 007. Okay, getting some instructions from the controller now. Right, so what we want to do is our approach checklist at this stage. We're just coming down below flight level 100. So we'll jump up top, we'll change our engine rating mode from flight to takeoff. Make sure the pressure static heaters, ADS engine probe heaters, the de-ice and visor de-mist is on. Fasten seatbelts, our signs are on. We'll jump in the back and change our engine control schedule from normal to approach. Set the secondary air doors back to auto, and we can turn off the engine recirculation valves. We'll ask the flight engineer to trim the fuel for landing. We'll turn the de-air pump off in the front of the aircraft, and the de-air pump off is checked off in the rear. Aircraft weight check. We are 106 tonnes, so we're expecting to burn about 6 tonnes by the time we get there. So that's going to give us quite a low VREF. Maybe 154 is going to be the VREF that we're going to plan for, according to the chart. Okay, he's asked us to fly heading 280, so it sounds like he's going to be giving us radar vectors from this point. I'm going to go ahead and set the IGS now for the checkerboard, 111.9er. Set on a heading of 088 degrees. Set. We have Jung Chao on 2, IGS on 1. Hey Simon, welcome along, joined us just in time. Welcome to Michael as well. I have no idea, Michael. I have no idea, sir. Alright, the nose and the visor can come down now. Noise is going to get a bit louder. Master warnings recalled, inhibited. We'll take the taxi lights on as well. Most of 5.
Speedbird 7, report indicated airspeed.
Speedbird 7, 250 indicated.
Gotcha.
Hello TNT, welcome. I've been following you for a long time and I think you're the best driver. Congratulations for your work from Brazil. Thank you very much, my friend. That's very kind of you, young man. I'm glad you enjoy watching. Okay, paranoia check in the back. The de-air pumps are off. Engine control schedule set to approach. We'll turn the brake fans on now. I don't want to have to come back in the back seat once I've got the gear down and I'm focusing on the landing. That is checked.
Stations, Hong Kong radar going offline in 5 minutes.
Thanks for staying on for us, Tim. Fuel is checked and good. Paranoia check up top. The engine control schedule is set to take off. Pressure static heaters and ADS probe heaters are on. The de-mist and de-ice is on. Taxi lights we have. 1020 set and cross checked. Sweaty hand time.
Speedbird 7 is reduced speed to 220 knots or less, descent 4,500 feet.
220 or less than down to 4,000 for Speedbird 007. Alright, once it's a little bit lower. I hate the stuttering. Apparently that's the SIVA INS system I've read online. That's what causes the stuttering, is the SIVA program that we use. There's the new Hong Kong airport. I believe it is called Hong Kong Czech Lap Cock International. There's a lot of cocks in Asia. I don't know what it means. 1,000 to go.
Cougar 007 and turn right heading 310.
Right now 310, 007. Hey BT, welcome along. How does the SST sim compare with the Collimat in terms of systems? The SST sim was fully modelled, Boston. Well, not fully modelled. There was a couple of systems on it. It was about 90%, dude. It was about 90%. It was more intricate than this one. I've considered buying a Concorde, but it looks complicated and expensive. It's very complicated, sir. You can check out that link and that tutorial.
Right heading 060, cleared IGS 13.
Right now 060, cleared IGS 13, Speedbird 007. Okay, we have the clearance on to 200 knots, talk to me. We have the clearance on to the IGS. We have it set 1119, 088 degrees is set. It looks like this is alive already. 111.9 is set. That might not be alive just yet. Alright, we'll take the nose all the way down now. No, glide's not active just yet. Right, we're going to maintain this heading until we see the radio come up. Alright, 119088. Just a landing gear to come now. We don't need the landing lights, we'll just go with the taxi lights, we'll be fine. .9. I always get really nervous that there's something wrong with the radial or the frequency or something like that. It just doesn't work. I always get really nervous. But it should. Hopefully it's going to work, bro. Hopefully it's going to work. 16 miles. I'm a little bit concerned that it's not working properly. .9. I definitely have it set up right. 15 miles. Come on, dude. Where is it? Hong Kong radar. Speedbird Concorde 007. We're 15 miles from the IGS. We still don't have any localizer or glide slope alive yet. Have we went through the localizer?
Not sure. For now, it's looking good.
Can you give us a heading correction? 007?
Flight heading 090.
090, 007. I don't know why this isn't working.
You set the frequency of 111.9 for the IGS.
A-firm, sir. We have 111.9er on the radial, 088 degrees, 007.
Yeah, okay.
Ah, the fucking IGS doesn't work, dude. This is fucked.
Are you slightly left off the localizer?
007, roger. Yeah, we still don't have any localizer or glide slope information. We definitely have 111.9er set.
Speedbird 007, you may start your descent now. You're slightly left off track.
007, we're descending now. Ah, dudes, why doesn't this work, bro? I have it all in. I haven't uninstalled any scenery. Oh, what if the runway's not there? Rad INS switch is set to rad. Alright, gear down. 10 miles. This fucking IGS is not working. God damn it. I didn't uninstall any scenery.
07, you are 10 miles from touchdown, slightly to the left of the final approach course.
Concorde 007, roger. We can see the checkerboard, sir. We'll just start making manual adjustments for it. Sorry for the confusion. 007, roger. We can see the checkerboard now, sir. We're just going to do a visual approach.
Roger. Speedbird 007, reclaim visual approach runway 13, wind 08 degrees, 3 knots, runway 13, clear to land.
Cleared for the visual at 13 and cleared to land, Speedbird Concorde 007. Hey TNT, thank you so much for the donation, brother. Join me at a sensitive time, bro. Right, I'm just going to have to try and do this from memory, guys. I don't have any localizer or glide slope information, which really sucks. But I remember the last time we flew in between these buildings pretty much. I can see the checkerboard if I zoom right in. There it's there. I need to go in between these two buildings and in between those two buildings. So I'm just going to fly it visually. Just try and baller this out. The gear is down, 4 greens checked. The landing lights we have. Engine control schedule is set to approach. The engine rating mode is set to take off. God damn it.
007, you are 6 miles from touchdown on glide slope, slightly left from track, flight heading 100.
007, fly heading 100. Right, I really want to dial the speed back now for VREF. The slowest I want the aircraft to get is 155 knots, so I'm looking for 160 knots at this stage. The gear is down, 4 greens, I see it. Trim is life.
Speedbird 007, now 5 miles from touchdown, altitude should be 1,800 feet.
007, roger. Alright, we're a little low. We'll start just dialing this rate of descent out. There's 155. Visual on the checkerboard. Right, in between these two buildings, in between the next two buildings. A little fast. Gear is down. I'm going to go straight out of the checkerboard now.
5.
Right, Maverick, sort the speed out. This replay is going to be interesting, guys. Very close to that building, bro!
US 007, you are 2 miles from touchdown, on glide slope and on final approach course, happy landing.
007, we have the runway in sight. Power, Maverick, power, power. Power, 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 Maverick, fucking hell.
400.
It's not an F-18, Maverick, you fucking idiot!
300 feet. 200 feet.
Gears down.
100. 50. 40. 20. Contact.
Reverse. Patience. 3, 2, 1. Power. Fucking hell. The stress, bro. The stress. But we did it, guys. We're here in one piece. 100 knots. 80 knots. Reverse idle. Stick forward. Oh, I totally forgot. I forgot that I was flying a Concorde. I started making throttle adjustments as if I was flying an F-18 reverse idle. I started making throttle changes as if I was flying a Hornet. I fucking dumped all the power out of the aircraft, bro, and I was like, shit, dude, it's not a fucking Hornet. Why is that door opening? Oh, god damn it, guys. That was stressful AF. Why didn't the IGS work? Woo!
Gareth, welcome to Saitek. Very, very good landing. Taxi via Bravo 1 and Delta 3 to stand off your choice. I'm going offline now.
Bravo 1 and Delta 3. Thank you so much for your patience, Tim. Great job, sir. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Hey, Spectre.
Stations, Hong Kong radar closing now. It's again, Hong Kong radar closing now.
So long in the groove, you got overtaken by a Concorde. Thanks again to TW Simulations who's watching on Twitch. Thank you so much for your support, sir. Dude, why did the IGS not work? 111.9, the RAD switch is set to RAD. We had 088 set up. It's a good job we watched the replays from the last time we tried it. Hot diggity dog. Right, engines 2 and 3 can go. Flight control inverters can go. Anti-stall. Some people say the ADF was 1119 or 4. I don't even think I can set that, brother. Can't even set 9 or 4, dude. The thing is though, man, I watched the replay from the first time I landed in Kai Tak and I had 1119 or set. So I don't know why it worked then and it didn't work now. I haven't uninstalled any scenery. What was our final land? I was flying for 100 tons. Bro, 99.7. God fucking damn it, bro! What did I say? 100 tons! Leave the runway with 99.7. God fucking damn it, dude. Well, that was exciting. That was a little bit like how I have sex, guys. I talk about it for a long time, but then it's over really quickly. That happened really fast. That happened really fast, guys. Bulldog says, right on the centre line when you came out of that right bank, dude. That is just, I said this the last time, dude, when I landed in Concorde. And I say it all the time, even for like the Canarsie arrivals into New York and stuff. I credit that all to like about 1,000 carrier landings in DCS and the F-18. Like between the F-18 and the F-14, I have about 1,000 carrier landings on the boat. So all that is just kind of second nature for me. I'm very good at predicting how much bank angle I need to roll out on the centre line. And that all just comes from 1,000 plus carrier landings in DCS, guys. And I said this in the last stream as well, the last time we landed in Kai Tak, that when you can do the case 1 properly in the F-18 and the F-14, landing commercial jets is a piece of fucking piss. Even something like this, it is stressful. The Canarsie arrival into New York is very stressful as well. But it's nowhere near demanding as a skill set to land a fast jet on a boat. So all that time spent in DCS landing on aircraft carriers just pays huge dividends when I'm flying Concorde. It allows me the luxury of looking at the runway and then knowing exactly how much bank angle I need to be able to roll out onto the centre line. And on top of that, I know if it tells me how badly I need to compensate if I overshoot as well. So normally I can nail the rollouts. And like I said, that's just from having so much experience at landing on aircraft carriers and DCS. Speaking of which, are you ever going to play DCS again, asked Beaver? I'm probably going to. I've been out of the multiplayer scene for almost a year, sir. I do still do carrier landings. I actually done a Harrier Case 1 stream a couple of days ago. I do like to try and keep current with my currency and landing on the boat, but I am in no hurry to come back to the multiplayer scene in DCS, dude. I was going to fly DCS multiplayer today, but I watched my main man Tricky Tricker flying in the blue flag server, and it was just people were lagging all over the place, and the server crashed a few times, and so that just put me right off. I will come back to the multiplayer community in DCS at some point, but I've flown multiplayer in DCS for 11 years. This will be my 12th year in DCS now. And to be honest, dude, I'm just fucking sick of Eagle Dynamics breaking the game every week, and I think I'll probably stay out of the multiplayer community until the Kiowa comes out, sir. Once the Kiowa comes out, I think that'll be enough to bring me back. Oh, I get a little guy! He's waving his arms and everything, bro! Wants me to come right. Wants me to come straight. Dude, this is awesome. Just like lining up on the cat. I need to stand up so I can see him. I know we're slow. Stop screaming at me. Hope this guy doesn't get speared with a peel. Boom. Brakes. That's a nice little touch. Right. Brakes on. Boom. Nose and visor can come up now. Ah, what a rush. What a rush, guys. The queue says, polite reminder, departure replay. I got you, big dog. Aye, I hear you loud and clear, sir. Oh, I'm glad that's over. I am glad that is over. Alright, taxi. I didn't turn the goddamn taxi lights coming off any stat. God damn it. Alright, the whole flight's cancelled, guys. Whew. Right. Let's check out this replay. Let's check out this replay, guys. Hold on. Alright, so I'll pause the stream. We need to just hang fire for a couple of minutes, guys, while my computer loads the graphics. Alright, back to Tokyo. Don't you see and don't you know what you see in Tokyo? This might crash the game, guys. Hopefully not. Alright, I am concerned. I've just tried to put the replay all the way back to the takeoff position and the game is frozen, so we're going to give it a little minute. Everybody think happy thoughts, please. Oh no, the queue. This might have crashed the game, bro. Come on, X-Plane. You can do it. Don't DCS on me, X-Plane, please. I've had enough pain. Oh, no, we're back. We're back, guys. My man Wobbler says, doing that normally crashes it. God damn you, Wobbler. Get that negativity out of here, you buster. We're okay, guys. We're okay. It has put me back on stand. We're just waiting on the terrain coming in. Hello, Jackson. Hello, guys. Sorry if you've said hello and stuff like that. Sorry. It was maximum concentration time. Right, we're starting up engines and stuff. We're trying to fast forward this a bit. Alright, we're taxiing out, guys. We are taxiing out. Alright, nose to 5. Right, so, as requested by one of my YouTube sponsors, the queue would actually like to see the takeoff. I'm not judging them, I would quite like to see the takeoff as well. Now, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a crappy effect with the rain. I'll try and find a good angle. We're going to be turning left pretty sharpish after takeoff here, so we'll sit here for a little moment. And then I'll have to pause the stream again. We'll fast forward back to Hong Kong and we'll watch some landings. I hope we see the afterburners. Oh, here she comes. Are we rolling yet? Nope. Alright, we're rolling now. Dean says, that was definitely worth telling my missus to fuck off for me. Oh, bro, don't get me in any trouble. I don't want to get you in any trouble. I don't want to get good soldiers into trouble, guys. Yeah, it's a bumpy runway. I could feel the nose wheel trying to lift early. Here we go. Airborne, no afterburners, sadly. I'll press that, will it work? Yeah, there we go. Alright, we'll see that again. Well, the afterburners only seem to work once. Here comes a turn. I'd quite like to see one where we're right in the middle of the runway. That would look pretty cool. Reheats off. Reheats on. Turn. Damn! That was a good one. Aircraft was very light as well, so I was actually struggling to keep it around about 250 knots until we got the call for noise. But that was pretty cool. There's the after reheats coming in now. Thanks for that. That was pretty cool, right? I'm not sure if it was worth risking the game crashing for, though. Handler says, I really want to fly helicopters for fun. Would you recommend Arma Free? Yes, brother. If you're not too interested in, if you're not too bored about realism, but you just want to have fun, I would say Arma Free is probably the most fun you can have. Unless you buy the Gazelle for DCS and go out and shoot down jets. That's always great fun. Well, we check out what it looks like from being a passenger, guys. So I never got the chance to fly on Concorde in real life. I'm sure most people watching the stream didn't get a chance either. So here's our chance, guys, to see what it would look like. Oh, sorry, some guy asked for a wing view. Sorry, brother, I did actually see you ask that question. I forgot to do it. Sorry, brother. We'll maybe get a wing view coming into land. Alright, here we go. Solid line, Tim. Yeah, we were trying to get out over the water as fast as possible for noise abatement. Oh, dude, that would have been awesome to see in real life. Suggle got to fly on her in 1992. Nice one, Suggle. You fucking buster. Well done, dude. Well jealous. Well jealous, my friend. Right, I'm going to pause the stream and we're going to let the game load again so that we're back in Hong Kong. Boop. So just give me a little minute, dudes. Awesome, it worked, it didn't crash. Alright, hold on, let me get to the right spot here. Come on, baby! We're rewinding, guys. Rewind. Can I get a rewind? So it's going to take a week. Right, here we go, guys. Welcome back on board. So a very, very stressful approach. Shout out to my man Tim, TW Simulations on Twitch. Thank you so much for your help on the approach. So, if you're just joining us, the IGS system didn't work. I had to basically fly a visual approach. But Tim was helping me out. He was calling the numbers. So he said that at how far we were from the runway, he said that you should be at 1,500 feet, and we were at 1,200 feet. So we were 300 feet lower than we should have been on the glide slope. So I kind of made some mental adjustments on that and adjusted the rate of descent, and it seemed to have worked out quite well. We actually rolled out onto the centre line a little high. I was trying to get as close as I could to this building because I remember that the first time we did this approach when the glide slope worked, it did take us very close to that. We did get very close indeed. That's a little scary. There's a checkerboard there. Let's see. We'll do a couple of these views, guys, so don't worry if you think, oh, this view isn't very good, but we'll do a couple of these. We'll spend 5 minutes watching some replays. Then I need to head out and get in the streets and punch an old lady in the face. So a nice rollout on the centre line, that was good, and then we were really high at this point. This is when I kind of forgot which type of aircraft. I went into aircraft carrier mode, and I took way too much power off, thinking I was flying an F-18 for a second. My ego started writing some checks. How do we do it in the landing area? Touching down, slightly long in the landing area, but that's good. That was a good one, guys. That was a good one. I think that was better than my first one. I think that was better than the first one, dudes. Now let's see what it looked like from the runway. But yeah, definitely more challenging doing it without any... Hey, there he is, Tim. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for your help, dude. That really did help when you were making those calls. It was a little bit like a PAR approach, the talk down. Is it PAR? Military PAR, it's called, I think. Precision Approach Radar they have in the military. So this is the point where I was happy with our centerline position. I could see that we were high though, but to be honest, we made some good adjustments in close, and we did see two whites, two reds pretty early on. Then at this stage, it's basically just a case of straightening her out, calling the ball. Speedbird 007, Concorde ball, 99.9. There's a little bump in the runway here. Just launches us back in there, a little hop over the bump, but that's okay. Nice derotation, slightly left of centre line, could have done a better job there. But the runway is a little bit of a bumpy Sue. Oh, this one was good fun, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it on YouTube, guys. I know I had fun. I know I'll be hitting the thumbs up button. Alright, we'll take this one and then we'll watch some external ones from actually outside the aircraft to see how smooth the touchdown was. We did have a little bit of a bump. It was a very gentle thing, so I think that was maybe the bump on the runway maybe launched us back up, but it certainly wasn't too bad. You were 12 at the time, Suggle. Nice, brother. Send me all those silverwares. I've been on 2 Concordes, but sadly not when they were in the air, just when they were on the ground. I've been in this aircraft, I've also been in Alpha Charlie. Oh, nice little flare, touching down. That little hop puts us back in again, and then touchdown. We'll count one of those landings. Nice soft derotation onto centre line as well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, let's see how smooth it actually looked. Hey Marky, dude, this is... dude, I've landed Concorde in Innsbruck and Gibraltar, bro. But this was a good challenge. This was a visual approach into Kai-Tak without really understanding the visual procedure. This was a good challenge. So this is where we'll see how soft the landing actually was. Start the flare. Dude, that's a good landing. That's a good landing. I know we had a little hop there, but there's a bump on the runway that sort of helped us get back into the air there. But that was a good one, dudes. I'm really happy with that. I am really happy with that. That really worked out. Alright, sorry that the sound's going to sound a bit funky, guys. Sorry about that. I can just do it from here, would be better. Then we'll hear the sound. Take care, Danny. Have a good landing, brother. You went into Kai-Tak at 800 feet a minute. What was our landing rate, guys? I know it rated as a great landing, but what was the numbers? What did we get? Touching down. Nice. I said we were going to do a bit of a wing view one. Here we go with a wing view. Sorry to the gentleman who actually asked for a wing view in cruise. Sorry about that, brother. It was 120 or something, says Danny. Roger that. That's not too bad. There's a checkerboard. Hey, One, good to see you, big dog. Welcome. Yeah, someone was asking for a wing camera, brother. Now, I'm going to rewind to see how close we got to these buildings. Touching down. Thanks, Suggle. Yeah, so there's the one. So I remember from the last time, the first time I landed in Kai-Tak, I remember we went in between these buildings. So at this stage, I'm kind of panicking a little bit. My main man, Tim, was really helping me out, though. It was about here that he said, you should be at 1,500 feet, and I looked at my, and we were actually at 1,200 feet, so I just reduced the rate of descent a little bit, and it seemed to really have worked out. How close did we get to this one? Ah, not that close. Still scary close, but not that close. So the last time we did it, I remember that I pretty much flew in between these buildings, but I could see that, hey, if I have to go in between those buildings, it's going to put me way to the right of where the checkerboard is. So at this point, I just disregarded where we went the last time I flew it, and I just started flying visually at the checkerboard at this point. I was trying to keep my rate of descent at around about 700 feet per minute at this point. Here comes the bank. Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Sweet baby Jesus. Touching now. Oh, dude, I could watch this all day. I'd quite like to see what it looks like from the checkerboard, though. Hashtag checkerboard snatch. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Right, can I even get up here? Kind of. Not really, though. Oh, that sucks. I'm stuck on the ground level. Bob Saget. Right, we're going to do this way. Sorry, guys, just bear with. Ah, this is going to take too long. Pause. Alright, flyby and get to the checkerboard. Whoop. Spend more time watching the replay than it took to fucking fly here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, dudes. Hold on. That's going to be the thumbnail for the video, guys. I just need to take a screenshot of that. Boop. How about a view from the building you got close to, says Beaver. That's a good idea. Alright, we'll take one more. We'll take a view from the building and then a view from the cockpit, and then I think that'll do. Touching down. Oh, it's always so good when it's over. And you're thinking, yeah, I did it. I didn't crash, bro. Where's the building? Right, pause. Yeah, we'll just go from this building here. So I want flyby and get us on the roof. Oh, there's a helipad here. Look at that. Dude, this would be awesome. Imagine being a helicopter pilot and sitting here. Shit. Dude, that's a shot. Oh, what a shot that is, guys. Look at that. Thanks, Enfree. Just a trained desktop pilot, sir. Sadly not a pilot in real life. Just a trained desktop professional. A proud desktop pilot. Touching down. Right, last one from the cockpit, guys. And then I need to head out and fight crime. What I like to do, I like to leave my house. I decide I go left or right and I run as fast as I can until I see a crime taking place. I stop the crime and I come back home. Shit, that was close to those buildings, bro. Holy fuck. Right, maybe one more for these buildings then. Sorry the sound doesn't match up on these flybys. I don't make the game, guys. Damn! So yeah, see what I said about... I remember last time flying in between those two buildings here. And I was like, shit, if I go there, I'm way right at the checkerboard. So that I just put all that in the bin and just started flying straight towards the checkerboard at this point. Dude, imagine doing this in real life. If you have an engine failure, do you know what I mean? Like if you're flying a treble 7, or imagine having an engine failure right here, bro. Fucking hell. Looks like we start climbing there. I know we don't know. Hanwar asks if I consider PPL. I did actually start my PPL training when I was in my 20s, bro. It's not something I'm interested in doing anymore, dude. I'm not interested in flying fixed wing VFR, and I don't want to be a commercial airline pilot, so there's not really any point in me going for my PPL. I am going to start training to be a powered paraglider pilot this year, though. So hopefully next month I actually start my paragliding training to be a paragliding pilot. And then hopefully by the summer I will be a qualified powered paragliding pilot. So watch out for videos coming up on YouTube, guys. I'll be putting YouTube videos up of me flying the paraglider in the goddamn skies. Right, so at this point, everything's sort of okay at this point. I'm trying to line up to go in between those two buildings, like I said, but I can see the checkerboards further on the left. So at this point I decide, you know what, fuck those buildings. Let's just fly the checkerboard. Obviously I got no glide slope information here at the moment. I know that I'm pretty much on the localizer because I'm pretty much flying straight at the... I'm somewhere near the localizer, sorry I meant to say, because I'm flying straight at the checkerboard. I'm starting to take little snap looks at the runway at this point because I don't have any DME information either. Well, it says 1 mile actually, I didn't notice that before. But at this point I can see the runway. I'm very confident about when I'm going to start the turn. I decide to start turning now. The rate of climb just really reduces there. We come up to about 200, a rate of descent about 200 feet per minute. I let the airspeed get way too fucking slow. That was really bad of me. I just went into F-18 mode. I just dumped a lot of power out the aircraft. I really shouldn't have done that. That's the point where I can see that I'm a little bit high, so I put the nose forward. I take a little bit extra power off as well, just to help with the descent. I'm looking for 2 reds, 2 whites here. We get them, and at this point I'm starting to dial the rate of descent back to about 700 feet per minute. 2 reds, 2 whites, all the way down, guys. We've done a good job here.
58, 40, 20. Contact. Reverse deploy.
Oh, happy with that, dudes. Happy that worked out. Happy that worked out. Have you updated your nav data, says Hungstar. I don't think so, bro. Not since the last time I've flown. Maybe that's something I'll need to do. I don't know how I could do that. How do I do that, Hungstar? Thanks, Seymour. Paragliding is extremely hazardous, you're right, dude. I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm only going to learn to be a paragliding pilot so that I can make the change onto powered paragliding. I don't want to be a paragliding pilot. It's a little bit... I'd rather have an engine on my back so that if the shit starts hitting the fan, I can just go if I can get myself out of there. You see how undulating the runway is. I think we basically hit a little bump right on the runway, because there's no way that the compression of the suspension launched us back up again. You can see how gentle the contact was. We just hit a little bump and it put us back up again. Touching down. Yeah, don't worry, N3. I'm fully appraised. It's been like a dream of mine for about 2 or 3 years now. I've wanted to be a PPG pilot, but unfortunately it's quite expensive. So it's basically just a case of saving the money up to be able to do it. And god damn it, this year is going to be the goddamn year. Come fucking hell or high water, guys. I am taken to the goddamn skies in real life. Come hell or high water. Right, my friends, that's going to do it. I think we've seen enough replays now. We get it, Maverick. You landed Concorde and Saitek, you fucking buster. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank all the new followers on the Twitch channel. Welcome on board to the Twitch channel, guys. If you are new on Twitch, make sure you head over to my YouTube channel and maybe give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already a subscriber. Thanks to all the new subscribers on YouTube as well. Thanks to my man TNT Jao. Thank you for the donation, you goddamn legend. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you to Adam Smith for becoming a sponsor on YouTube and joining the Captain's Club. Shout out to Adam Smith. Thank you very much for that, sir. Yeah, we had shitloads of new followers on the YouTube channel. I want to give a massive thanks to Katie Pilot as well. Thank you so much for the generous host, young lady. And also thanks to Heli Pilot as well. Right, guys, I need to go outside, fight crime, punch an old lady in the face, and then come back and cry in a dark place for a little while. So I will see you guys for the next stream. I'm not really sure when it's going to be. It might be tomorrow. It might not be. If I don't see you tomorrow, just wait longer, guys. I will see you for the next stream, ladies and gentlemen. Top Gun and volleyball. I am not Scott Manley. Fly safe.